Hail and well met. This is Eric
God.
Scott to be the
God.
Westgate Irregulars campaign. I'm doing this voice as a joke for my other players. Welcome to the game. This is session 35, I believe. And we're going to start the game with a very specific classic D&D line. But first, we're going to introduce ourselves. Like I said, Eric Scott to be the DM of this campaign. Take it away, Aaron.
Hi, I'm Erin M. Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angels saga. I'm also going to tell you about our sponsors. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic Dungeons & Dragons characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure. And that includes Frida Ann Havilar from the Brimstone Angels saga. The game is available for PC and Mac on Steam and web, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, iPad, iPhone, and on all Android devices. As this week is their 3rd anniversary. This game has been around and being awesome for 3 years. So they have a lot of really fun stuff going on. Some new familiars, I think, and definitely some new skins for some old characters. And lots of fun stuff planned. So give them a shout out, give them a check them out. And you can get a code for a gold chest if you type in We Love Codename. It's down there at the bottom of the screen. And for more information, you can check them out at idlechampions.com.
I'm Rhiannon Held. I write urban fantasy as Rhiannon Held and space opera as RZ Held. And as we are all authors, you can check out all of our different books on our Twitch page using the Amazon widget. So try some out.
Hi, I'm Yang Wang. I'm a writer and a filmmaker.
Hi, I'm Stephen Merlino. I'm an author and a teacher. Just this week, actually for 12 more days, the audiobook of my first novel, The Jack of Souls, is on sale at Chirp. So you might want to check that out. I'll create a link on the website for it. But Chirp, The Jack of Souls, on sale.
Hi, I'm Randy Henderson. I am a rogue moral philosophy professor, outlawed from the official bans, and I roam the lands, slinging utilitarianism around and fighting injustice.
Well, whatever benefits the many.
Indeed.
So, roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Nice, I like it.
While they're rolling, my PC's ventured down into not only is it an illithid's lair, but it's an alhoon's lair, a lich illithid, a magic-using outcast from the Mind Flayer bands and groups. And that Mind Flayer, whose name is something dark and terrible and unpronounceable with words, but shortened to Duszk, is promised to give them relief from their pain and sorrow and troubles if they would only leave, or leave whoever wanted to take him up on his offer with him. And they were sorely tempted, I think. And before it could go too far, though, one of their old friends, Nala, came out of the shadows and struck at the alhoon. So, hence the initiative rolls. All right, what do you got, Randy?
18.
18 for Rogar. Okay. Steven.
13.
13 for Sturge. Yang.
14.
14 for Stong. Aaron. 5.
Ooh, nice.
5 for Cecilia.
Yeah.
And Rhiannon.
Not last. 8.
8.
I'm going to watch what you guys do that doesn't work, and then I'll make a plan.
There you go.
I like it.
That's actually a pretty good distribution. All right. So you're in this room, which, to remind you, it's a wide, round room that looks like the interior of a conch shell, right? A conch shell? I'm not sure how you say that word, but that's what it looks like.
Say it with confidence, and then people will just go with you.
Say it from your chest. Conch. All right. And you are also surrounded by a number of mind thralls controlled by this alhoon. And in the center is a glass orb filled with some kind of blue liquid, and there's something inside it. You're not sure exactly what that is. And then there's the illicit himself, and I think Yanging has a picture that he can show us.
I can't. I'll pull it up.
Illicit. Say illicit 3 times.
Look how cool he looks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, and as a reminder, we might encounter the larval form of a mind flayer, which is a hind player. But if you watch my recap from several episodes ago, you'll understand.
I forgot that.
Fantastic. There's one more initiative I had to roll. I see. Okay.
So our mission is to rescue Spock's brain out of the.
That never happened, did it? No.
All right. So Nala comes speeding down from one of the openings leading out from the main chamber in her combat wheelchair and slams into the alhoon with her axe, striking the creature. He is going to get knocked over.
Oh, good job, Nala.
Heck yeah.
We don't even have to
And
do
he,
anything. We just
he
clap.
falls,
Stand and go.
Popcorn.
falls off that little pathway, and she comes speeding down toward you. There's a shield on the front of her wheelchair, and she's holding an axe. And she's like, "What are you all doing? We need to fight." And it is at that point that we begin round 1.
Oh,
Well,
man.
Nala's action was
Round
the first thing in round 1, technically. But quickest off the draw is Mind Slave Scaresair. So,
Mm.
That's not.
yeah.
Can't we all just get along?
Hmm.
Great. What she does is she
She's
disappears in a cloud of warping reality and appears amongst your group
Oh, hi, Scaresair.
and swings that axe.
Nala had the
at-
axe.
It's a different axe.
Different axe. Got it.
Nala just has a nice little battle axe. Scaresair is the one with the cursed axe that is
That I don't want anymore.
flaming as it swings at Cecilia,
bitter
in
about it at
fact.
all.
What?
I know.
Well,
I
you're
did
getting it
roll
back
it
most
randomly.
days.
axe battle.
Okay, that will be 14 to hit.
Okay. That does hit.
Mhm.
However, I
Okay,
have my armor of Agathis on.
right.
Ooh,
So
Ooh,
it
nice.
does. Let me just double check. 25 cold damage. Which is me.
What?
Yeah!
Holy cow.
Nice.
Casted that. Nice.
Nice.
Don't
All right,
regret
well-
that.
No. Oh,
He
man.
does
How much did you do to me?
10 points of damage to you
Oh,
and
I
takes
guess
25
somebody came
herself.
out on the
Okay.
Bad side of that.
I'm
Yeah.
watching my
I'm
love
very
interest.
grateful I swapped with this.
I'm watching my love
Yeah.
interest fight my manager. It's like I'm in the middle of this like weird
And
domestic
best friend.
dispute.
She does have
Kayla's not
multiple
here, so I'm
attacks,
definitely your
however,
best friend
so
now.
Yeah, that's right.
then she attacks Sturge.
Really?
Really, really.
Really?
15 to hit Sturge.
That would be a miss. He died.
Okay. And then her third attack will be upon Artemisia.
All right.
17 to hit.
Yep. Hits.
Okay. You gonna do your shield or anything?
Yes.
Okay. Does it still hit?
Oh, that would make more sense that I should do that. No, it does not.
Okay. So her axe smashes off the shield that you conjure. Okay. That makes it Rogar's turn.
Aye. All right. So I will. Do I know enough to know that sort of the mind control So is that the same as charmed? Like, are you in a charmed state in that case, or is it something separate?
You are not sure.
Oh, fine. So, I'll be like, Scarcer, no! And I will say, you need to calm down. And surround her with the calming radiance of Sharinlar's love.
Okay.
But I feel like that would just make Scarcer madder.
Roman,
Yeah.
What is
He
the
doesn't-
saving throw DC for your spells?
Roman.
It's 16, and it's charisma savings. And
Okay.
Roman.
what? Roman?
Roman what? Roman numerals? Okay.
Roman.
The alhoon's gotten to.
I should be muted. Am I not muted?
You're not
muted.
This is like that
Sure.
insurance commercial. All right.
Wow.
I was
When
calling
you
myself.
shout for your child, you're not muted.
Wants
I
Roman
was like,
soldiers
that's
to come
the
in.
name of his son, but
Oh, I see.
In point of fact, your spell
Aye.
seems to function, and you, like, you feel resistance around Scarcer, and then with an audible and tactile pop, you break through it and sever the alhoon's connection to Scarcer.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, she hates it when I tell her how to feel. She
Oh,
accepts it when you do, I guess.
However, she looks at you, and you see that like froth is coming out of her mouth, and her eyes look wild and
Oh.
murderous.
Oh no, the axe!
And you see the axe blazing in her hand. You
Uh,
know, her dragon arm hand.
And then I use my movement to.
Oh, do you?
I suppose it'd probably be disengaged at that, or like opportunity
Well,
attack.
disengage
whatever, right?
does take an action, so
No, I meant opportunity attack. Right. So
Okay.
no, I mean I'll stand my ground, and you know I'll just say, Scarcer, remember who your friends are.
okay. Stong, your
Are
turn.
we her friends?
Hmm.
I'm everybody's friend. I don't.
That's fair. Who
So,
could hate Rogar?
so Stong wants to lean over to Nala, and he says, "Are we sure this Alhoon is bad? He says he's been like helping these people out, including the doors upstairs."
I was gonna try and talk to him.
You asked that to Nala?
I mean, she attacked him.
Nala says, "What are you talking about? You need to kill it."
Okay, good enough for me. I mean, you know,
Sounds
Stong
legit.
and Nala have been roommates forever, and he trusts her judgment. So, okay, I think taking a lead from his buddy Rogar, Stong is going to try to do. Is everything around him charmed? No, I think he would just try to grab Scaresair because he wants to stop her from hurting his friends.
Yeah, there is a small army of thralls coming toward you from all sides. They just haven't acted yet.
Ah, okay.
You can grab Scarcer if you want.
Yep, I think
Grab
that
the murderous berserking Githyanki. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab her, and I'm gonna try to talk to her.
Or just
so-
turn her towards the Alhoon, just like guide her that direction.
Ooh, I like it. If I throw her at the Alhoon and I use my like love interest as a weapon, I mean, I do have.
I
Tavern
feel like
Brawler.
I do feel like Scaresair would find that hot.
Like,
Okay, I like this.
Maybe
plan.
I'm
Let's
reading
test
her
it.
wrong, but that's my vibe.
All right, you
Your
you want to
manager.
grab her? Make a grapple, just a strength attack.
Okay,
You're definitely gonna have to father her children after this.
No, fertilize her egg.
Fertilize
You're right.
her
I'm
eggs.
sorry. I'm using the wrong
Uh,
terminology.
does an
Right.
18?
Apologies to the Githyanki in the audience.
18. 18. You grab hold of her.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh my god! So I'm gonna try to throw her at the Alhoon.
Oh my god! All right, make an athletics check.
So Stong is a bard who specializes in athletics, and he got a 27.
Oh my
Nice.
god!
put his
Yeah, Stong is
expertise
a
into
bard
it.
whose strength is his strength. Yes. Okay, so you pick her up, screaming at you the whole time, and hurl her toward the alhoon.
Do what you do best, babe.
Okay,
So romantic.
Sturge, your
I
turn.
hope so.
Okay. Sturge is going to. What is between Sturge and the alhoon?
That big orb of blue liquid is floating kind of a little bit above you. Stong, like, he picked up Scarecer and like spun her around and hurled her just under the blue orb.
So there's
But
nothing
otherwise,
else.
you have kind of a straight shot to where the alhoon fell off the walkway.
Oh yeah. Is it prone?
So it's kind of a shallow depression at the middle of the chamber. The blue orb is floating above it, like 10 feet above it.
Right.
And the alhoon is level with that bottom depression on the other side of the middle of the room.
Does it look terrified of the blue orb or anything like that?
It fell down and you're not seeing its expression right now.
Is it prone?
Yes.
Do we know what a terrified alhoon looks like?
Yeah.
It's like this instead of
Oh no! Oh no!
Thinking of that one character in Futurama.
Zoidberg.
Oh, Zoidberg. Like,
Zoidberg.
That's who I
You
was thinking of
miserable
too, I'll be
undead
honest.
Zoidberg.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong.
Okay. Well, that means I have advantage on my attack, and that means I get sneak attack.
If you can get over to him.
How far is it?
There are numerous thralls between you and the alhoon. That's the problem.
And I did-
Jump on their heads like stepping stones. That's fine.
Also, don't forget, I do believe I cast like freedom of movement on you before we came
Oh yeah.
in here.
You did, yes.
So, is there conceivably a way I can get past the thralls and not get smacked by a bunch of opportunity attacks?
You mean like with the disengage action?
Oh yes, like with that. Okay, so Sturge is going to take out Mr. Whippy and the purple flaming katana, and he's going to disengage his way through the thralls and do a nice tumbling maneuver alongside the downed alhoon.
Okay. I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
How wise is
Hey,
Sturge?
Chevresh.
Wait a minute, I thought we had a deal.
I
Chevy.
forgot about that.
Mhm.
That's what
Chevy,
I suspect.
I thought we had a deal. Let's see. That's wisdom.
You'd think a mad god of revenge and rage would like, be reasonable about the deal.
Yeah, I think the deal is you do what I say.
Cheverash, take the wheel.
Yeah, no, that was a pretty poor saving throw.
Okay. Cheverash, Cheverash's will directs you toward one of the drow thralls. Fortunately, it is that drow wizard that Cecilia pursued earlier.
Oh, that
No!
guy.
Oh,
Screw
that's
He
him.
what
looks a
happened to
little
him.
he looks a little worse for wear, like he's been blasted by Eldritch Blast a couple times.
Yeah, he knows what's up.
And someone didn't fix his toys. So
Okay, so there's no way I can get sneak attack on him because there's nobody else like next to him, none of my allies.
that is correct. None of your allies are next to him.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna have to go.
I know
up
it's
and-
like cursed swords are sometimes a curse.
I'm just gonna have to go poke him real hard.
Okay.
Here comes. You know, it'd be hilarious though, is if I just whip and refuse to use wow. I'm gonna try that just for fun.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw
Chevresh
with
says,
disadvantage.
Yeah, no, it didn't work.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the old now purple dragon plow smack down. Ooh, oh my god, I rolled a 30.
Oh,
Whoa.
30. I've never rolled
Wow.
a 30.
What?
Okay, so
Oh, I have a double 30 here. That is so you know how roll 20 rolls I actually rolled 19. Battle.
wow.
feel like we should have like fireworks.
Yeah. 30.
Let's just
So-
do fireworks hand.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
glad you told me,
So
Steven.
it's
Steven.
what? Yeah.
I'm glad you told me that you rolled a 19 when you were attacking the drow, because that sword crits drow on a 19 to 20.
Ooh.
So you scored a crit against that drow. Go ahead and calculate your damage as though you scored a crit. Although you can just add 8 to whatever you told me before, and that would do it.
21.
21 damage. Okay, so
Oh.
the drow
The
wizard
drow explodes like fireworks.
he tries to craft this shield, and you just cut right through it and cut his arm and then across his chest.
Oh,
He
dang!
falls down, his hand falls in a different direction, and he
Ew.
is not moving.
Okay.
What if he was a good drow?
What if he was a chaotic good rebel against his evil people?
What if he had a family and small pets? that
I
would
feel
help
Small
us?
I feel
pets.
like Sturge
Let's
is-
start
Okay.
down this road, Stong.
I feel like Sturge is fully
I
in
can't
control
help
of
it.
Debarash right now. So his response would be, "You are no good drow."
The only good drow is a drow
Nice.
cut into multiple pieces. Okay.
Yep.
Good news, you took out the drow wizard. Bad news, there are 3 dwarves, mind-controlled dwarves, who just jump on you right away, Sturge.
What about the disengage?
This is their turn. They're going after you.
Chevresh never disengages.
Javarash only engages.
Just before disengagement.
I like it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh boy. Well, let's see. So one of them hit an AC 14. So you dodge out of the way of one of the dwarves, swinging like an axe at you.
Mhm.
Another one, however, hits an AC 23.
However, I have shield,
Okay.
so that would give me a. You say 23?
I said 23.
Never mind.
Okay. So that dwarf, he comes in with this kind of rusty short sword, and he just jabs you with it.
Ah,
Where are my d6s? Here we go. Take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then as you're kind of jerking back from that short sword, another dwarf comes in with a big mace and just smashes it into your back. This is going to hurt a bit more. It does a total of 12 points of damage to you.
wait,
Strategic
what?
understatement.
I think it's worthwhile doing the shield spell in case this one.
That one was a crit, so there's no way that the shield would save you from being hit by that. You
Oh,
could
well,
uncanny dodge if you want to.
of course.
Okay, so then that 12 becomes 6 damage.
Okay.
Okay. So, I see that our Idle Champions folks are here. Welcome. It's good to have you all here. They're about to be murderized by this army of mind thralls. I'm sure you're familiar with that from
Don't give it
fighting
away.
lots of enemies in the game. Oh yeah, it's a big spoiler.
Unless
Okay.
if you get anything good in your gold chest.
Yeah, if you get anything great in your gold chest, let us know. All right, 3 more dwarves come running up to the main group of the main group. So let's see, who is left? There are 5 of you there if you include Nala. Well, actually, there are a couple more, but NPCs in my games, since when I do large combats with multiple NPCs, they're off in the corner doing something else. So Ruan, for instance, has knocked down a couple of thralls and is, keeping them away from you. And Sarshan is like, "Can we hit him now? Is this
Oh my
happening?"
god. He shouted pineapple at the start.
Yeah.
That was the end of the show.
Pineapple, pineapple, pineapple. Okay. All right.
Use that as a safe
So
word when you're playing.
one of the dwarves comes in and attacks Rogar, hitting an AC 23.
Jeez.
Hits. Hi.
Okay. 5 points of damage. He just hits you with this battle axe. It smashes into your armor. Hurts a little bit.
Hey, it hurts here.
Um,
I mean, fellow dwarf.
Stong, AC 15.
Oh, that does not hit me normally. But because I'm not wearing my normal clothes, I believe that does.
Okay. Yes, Stong has
Put your
charged into
armor
battle.
back on.
Stong has
have
charged
any
into
more.
battle wearing some clothes that are a couple sizes too small for him, but no
Yeah.
armor. Stong, you take 9 points of damage.
All right.
And Cecilia, AC 11. I don't think that hits you.
That does not.
Okay. That's it for the dwarves. Artemisia's turn.
Okay. So she is gonna summon some sleep rats.
Nice.
And she wants them to do the most good. So if there's an area of mind thralls where they look weaker, she's going to try to hit a patch of weak ones if she can.
Okay. So there are a number of mind thrall dwarves, a number of mind thrall drow, and then scarcer.
Okay, she's going to go for the dwarves.
Okay. Because you do remember that drow do have fey ancestry and cannot be put to sleep by magic. So
Yes.
now here's the
Same way
question.
we can't use it as an insomnia solution.
That's true.
Here's the question. There are basically 6 dwarves that are active in the combat that you're in. 3 of them are ganging up on Sturge. 3 of them are fighting the party that, like they're immediately next to you.
Mhm.
Would you like, and you think you can get one of those 2 groups, which would you like to go for?
The ones on Sturge.
Thank you.
Oh, it looks like Prince Dor in the chat got the epic silken cloak of the beloved ranger
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
for Minsk,
Oh.
no less.
Minsk is a good champion.
Minsk would be a good champion. He's all about that butt kicking for goodness thing.
Okay. So
What'd you decide?
Yes, Sturge's group
Sturge's
Of-
group. Okay.
of dwarves.
Sturge, how many hit
Sleep
points you
spell.
got?
51.
51 right now. Okay.
And she's casting it at 2nd level.
Okay.
Oh, and rolling like crap.
Artemisia has put her friends to sleep before.
Well, that's why it's sleep rats,
Yeah,
because
that's-
it wasn't
yeah.
Artemisia. It was the sleep rats that cast it on Rogar.
It
and
was
Rogar
the
fell.
dreaded sleep rats.
Yeah, these creatures that totally exist.
Nobody
that's-
tell Rogar.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
what
only a 24.
24.
Yep.
All right. One of the dwarves. Okay. So the 3 dwarves are teaming up on Sturge, just bashing him with their weapons. There's no grace to it. It's just all like furious, right? And one of them, he's ready with his axe and he's coming for Sturge's face and he's all, and just falls asleep.
Sleepy.
Very nice. Sleep rat.
Okay, so now there are 2 dwarves attacking Sturge, 3 dwarves attacking the main party. It's the drow's turn. Perfect.
Hmm.
Unless Artemisia, you're going to do anything else?
No.
Okay.
That's my spell.
So now there are 4 drow. Okay. Well, there were 5, but now there are 4 because Sturge killed the wizard.
Good start.
The other 4 are
Kill the
going
wizard.
to fire their hand crossbows into the battle. One is going to attack Rogar. That's going to be 22 to hit. Ooh.
That hits.
Okay.
Rolling high in our cleric. You're wearing full plate mail, right?
Very nice.
This dart apparently hit one of the weak spots in your armor because it did 8 points of damage to you.
Okay.
And I'm going to need you to make a saving throw versus poison, please.
As a dwarf, I'm pretty resistant.
Yeah, so it's a con save, and you should have advantage because you're a dwarf.
23 on the first roll. I'll just go with
Okay. Yeah, you fight off the poison, no problem.
Excellent.
Okay, second one attacks Stong. That's going to be a 17 to hit. Another
Yeah,
8
okay.
points of damage.
Okay.
And roll a con save, please.
All right. That's going to be a 16.
Okay. You fight off the poison, no problem. One of them is attacking Cecilia.
Boo.
I've been binging Leverage, so when you say con, say like it has a different meaning. Yeah, you conned him. Oh no.
That will be a 13 AC. Does that hit?
That is my AC.
Okay. 5
AC
points of damage.
13.
We've
Yeah,
been over this.
Sorry.
Cecilia
That's
doesn't
why I
have a
have
very
the-
high dexterity, so
You know what? I used my wits instead of my dex.
that's right.
But also that's
She's
why
a-
I have the armor of Agathis.
Yeah,
spell.
you want
No,
them to
So when
hit
it hits
you.
me,
She's a
it's
bit
hit.
squishy, so
You should get.
okay. 5 points of damage and
Okay.
roll a con save, please.
I like the idea of, as a build, like a high con warlock that's like built to be hit, and then you just deal a bunch of damage back every time.
Oh, someone got
There we
the
go.
Order in Chaos feat
Okay.
for Delina.
Pretty good.
That's
Oh, it did bad. I
Danny
got a
of 92.
5.
Cool. You rolled a 5.
I think I got poisoned again, didn't
Bad
I?
news, Cecilia. You fall unconscious.
Oh, geez.
Dry sleep venom.
Cecilia. No.
And Cecilia is like, oh, good job with those sleep rats, Artemisia. Thump.
God. Oh man.
Okay, but if
Okay.
anybody hits me while I'm asleep, does my armor go off? Not if it's a concentration spell. I don't remember, but
Yeah, look that up to see if
it's
it's
not a
concentration.
concentration spell.
All right, so
Okay,
you're lying
if
there
anybody
and
hits
you
me while I'm
still
asleep,
have the armor on. Okay,
Or
and the
trips
last one
on
is
me.
coming at
don't trip
Artemisia.
on me.
Can I just throw you at the enemies and just let them?
That's an
like...
8 AC, so I don't think that's going to hit.
Okay.
Maybe?
Yeah, I don't have to use a shield spell again.
Yeah, so that one just, well, the shield spell would, yeah, it would last until your turn, but your turn did just happen.
Yeah, so I'd have to
you're
use
good.
another slot. To...
It just flew past you. He was leading the target in the wrong direction. Okay, so that makes it Cecilia's turn, but she's unconscious. Sorry about that, by the way. You are poisoned and unconscious, by the way.
What
You
is
have the poisoned condition.
the term of that? Like, do I have any chances to try and wake up, or so like no?
There are
Enjoy
ways
your
that you
snooze.
could wake up, but you don't make saving.
I don't have any power over it. Gotcha.
Right. Okay, sorry about that. The alhoon gets to go. Excellent. So the alhoon issues this cry in your minds. Like it's not a physical sound. It's just a loud shrieking sound in your heads. And cracks start to appear in the orb of blue liquid that's right over Sturge's head. I just want to point out.
Oh no.
And then the alhoon, let's see. Okay, well, he's got to deal with this Githyanki that's appeared right there. So
You're the best, babe.
a spell and like this orb of, he stands up first of all, and you see his like chapped white tentacles spooling out from his face. And then he casts a spell and this orb of power appears around him. And then he says, you could have had peace of mind, and now I shall have your minds. Okay. That's it for what he does.
Uh-oh. More to come, I'm sure.
Perhaps.
I were
and-
awake. I could have counterspelled him. I'm just pointing out.
Yep, if you were awake.
Jump in front of me next time, guys.
Well, and I was thinking like you should cast Enemies Abound, but cast it on the alhoon, and then like would his
Oh.
thralls all like fight each other?
I don't know.
Oh,
Like, there's a
interesting.
lot of interesting questions about how does anything we do to the alhoon affect the thralls that I am very interested to find out.
So
But I will be
the,
sleeping through it.
the
so.
cracks in the blue orb widen, and this pink purplish tentacle extends through
no.
one of the holes, and then another through another one. And at the end of these pink purple tentacles are these gray dead eyes.
Oh
Okay, I'm glad I'm
no.
asleep.
Nope.
That's right.
Oh no. How
Nope,
many
nope.
eyes so far?
3.
Oh
Nope.
god.
So, Rogar, I'm going to need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Okay.
All right.
Now, if it's strength, it's a good thing it's not Artemisia.
Well, that was a 2, but I'm feeling lucky. So all
Okay.
that good karma has come back to that's 13.
Oh, 13 is what you needed.
Oh,
So you are all right.
all right.
This ray of force shoots out
Oh.
at you, trying to lift you up, but you are able to keep yourself situated on the ground.
All right.
Stong,
Okay.
I'm going to need you to
oh.
roll a dexterity saving throw, please. Oh, no, I'm just telling you something's going to happen to you, buddy.
No.
Oh no.
Oh boy. That's a
What we get for being
13.
good.
13 is what you needed. Okay, so
Okay.
this
This is a lucky number
Oh, I
tonight.
was-
this
yeah, I
they're,
was so
they're like
scared.
waves that come projecting out of this eye toward you, and they start to you like you feel like you go into slow motion and the world around you is moving normally, and then you pull yourself out of it and the waves pass you by, so the effect does not grip you. Okay, Artemisia,
Wake me up!
I'm gonna need you
Before
to
you
roll.
go.
I'm gonna need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Well, it's not as bad as strength.
It's
She
true.
can't wake you up with yet, Aaron.
I thought it
Sorcerers
was
are
her turn.
training
I
at
mixed up.
Constitution save, so
13.
Jesus, that's what you
13.
needed. Okay,
Roll
you
your
feel
13.
this pressure in
Lucky
your
number
head.
13.
You kind of draw. You muster your strength of will and fight it off. So disappointed. Okay, it's fine.
I'm not.
Round 2. Scaresair. Scaresair rises up behind the alhoon like a specter of doom and strikes him with her axe.
Nice.
So I dropped one of my d20s and it's all dark where I am, so I can't find it.
Stong turns to Cecilia and he says, "This is the date that she's told me she's always wanted."
And I go,
Killing an alhoon.
Hey, my stories aren't that boring, are they?
She does hit it 3 times with her axe.
Wow.
3 times. Good lord.
Okay. That makes it's going to be Nala's turn. So let me just mark this down. All right. Nala gets to go. Nala, let me see if I can find that d20.
You need those glow in the dark dice.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay.
If you can't find it in 3 seconds, you roll for us, whatever it is.
Hey, I found it. It's just, trying to minimize that light pollution for the purposes of the video. Okay.
So nice.
So Nala is going to attack one of those drow, shooting sleep poison at you. She speeds over there in her wheelchair and does manage to slam into one of them. This time, however, she does not knock that drow down. She just slams into him, and he takes a certain amount of damage. Okay. But then she follows up that strike with her axe because she has extra attack and has 2 attacks. Okay. So she slams into him. He catches the wheelchair and he looks at her like, what? And then she just puts the axe through his head and he goes down.
Good job, Nala.
This is why you don't underestimate somebody in a wheelchair with an axe. Okay. So,
When that circumstance comes up later,
Yeah, I was just thinking.
everybody
hey,
remember.
hey, when you meet a person in a wheelchair, you never know if they have an axe.
Okay.
Rogar, your turn. Let that
Right.
sink in, everyone.
Just chew on that. Think about
Well,
it.
oddly, I'm here. I'm watching all this, and I'm thinking, and I'm feeling like I'm feeling the absence of Kayla, because and she would be here fighting at our side normally.
She would blight these guys so hard.
She'd blight
Mhm.
them, or probably shatter something. But I also know I can do one thing that she does, and I realize is maybe a perfect opportunity. So I control water on the liquid in the
Ooh.
sphere
Ooh.
to create a whirlpool.
Oh, nice.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Looks like it's
The beholder's very
Kind of.
relaxed.
Really,
Would
really
Would not climb in
fast.
that jacuzzi.
Oh, that's nice. Then just stops fighting.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe it also falls asleep.
day.
Okay, so you're creating a whirlpool within the pool of water.
Aye.
And I'm just looking at what it does real fast. Oh, I see. Okay. So you're creating a huge amount of pressure inside that sphere. And the sphere is already cracked. I'm going to need you to make a spell power check, which is essentially just a spell attack roll. Go ahead.
Right. And I'm doing this on the premise that I assumed it would break, but that the whirlpool would maintain, like magically, because it's a magical whirlpool.
It's
so-
quite possible.
let's just see here.
Depends
Okay,
on your roll.
So I'm rolling against my spell save DC. Is that what you said?
No,
Or-
you're rolling as though you were attacking with the spell.
spell attack. So 17 plus 8.
Oh yeah, no
Nice.
problem. So yes, the sphere cracks further and can't take it and just shatters all over. So flying glass.
All right.
You all take 1 point of damage from flying glass,
All right. Sorry.
except for Cecilia.
Oh, I don't? Okay.
Nope. They're because you're prone, so everyone
sails over
basically
me.
absorb the flying glass,
Yeah,
Which
I
is-
was also
So
wondering.
flying
which
glass,
is
you
that-
guys will catch.
which is unfortunate because that would have woke you up.
Oh,
Dang it! I think you
I
did
know.
that on purpose.
I know.
All right.
Okay.
It's like it's a good thing. No, it's a bad thing. It's a
the
good thing. No,
whirlpool,
it's a
the
bad thing.
whirlpool is still
Don't kick me.
flowing
Don't
in the
kick me.
air.
I
Take
would
25
never.
points.
Yeah.
And
I
I
did
did
myself
not. I
cold
did not
damage.
dare. Does anybody
You
dare
see-
kick you? I don't know.
tentacles coming out of the whirlpool, and then a creature appears out of the bottom of the whirlpool, and it is a sickly purple pink blob of flesh with multiple tentacles ending in eye stalks coming out of it, and it has one central milky eye.
Oh, no.
It looks
Or
like
escape the
that.
whirlpool.
Oh, no.
worse.
Try to
Yep.
pull up a better picture for the stream.
I'm sure Yang Yang will find it. You know what it is, right?
No.
I actually do not. I have
It's a
I have
flump,
Okay.
right? It's just a
suspicion.
flump.
It's
Yeah.
called a mind witness,
Ah.
and it is a
Uh,
mind enslaved beholder.
You asked, and Randy said it was a flump, so I think it's a flump now. That's how it works.
Fast.
Randy's wrong.
It's in the
Okay.
appendix.
All right.
Make a deception check.
Stong, it is your turn.
Okay. So when Scarcer attacked this Illithid, did it look like she did damage to it? Because you said it was
Yeah.
in like a bubble, right?
Yes. It is some kind of protective bubble of magic.
But it
But
looked
she
like
did do damage to it, yeah.
Okay. I think Stong is going to follow her lead, and he's going to take the brains that he bought as a present, as a housewarming gift, and he's gonna yeet them towards
This is- This is my party, everybody.
Throw me. I would explode in cold damage.
I mean, okay. I mean, I could eat you instead, and then
I mean,
throw these
like,
brains.
really
later.
follow your heart. What would Stong do?
He would
Throwing
not-
the brains at him.
mean-
Yeah,
Rapid fire brains.
yeah. So he's gonna throw the brains, towards this illithid, and then he's gonna
Oh my God.
cast animate object to turn them into magical weapons,
Yeah, yeah.
and then using his bonus action, he's gonna order them to attack. So
No weapon more powerful than the mind. Okay.
Oh no! Shame on you!
How many of those brains do you have exactly?
You had
How much
8.
brains do you have?
Yeah, I think I
8.
bought 8
Yeah.
because it's one for each of us.
Right. Okay.
I could add
Go
in
ahead
like 2
and,
more coins or something if you want.
I mean, you animated 8 brains. They're small or tiny objects. Which would you prefer?
What kind of brains are they?
Did we say they were tiny last time? I seem to think we said they were
Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah, because I feel like they're like pig
Okay.
brains or like
Tiny.
Okay. So my lowest roll to attack was a 12. Does that hit?
Okay. No.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
If that's true, then the rest of them all hit except for 1. Yes.
Oh
This
my
is
God.
really poetic, actually. Poetic. chemistry. It's like, you want some brains? Okay.
Here you go.
Have all the brains.
That's gonna be 71 damage worth of brains.
Oh, are you kidding me?
My God.
Wow! What are they doing damage with? They're so squishy!
No, maybe the frozen brains.
Splort. It's just
Yeah.
it's the most
I
ironic
rolled-
damage for an illithid to suffer.
Yeah.
Whoever had the brains before were very sharp. That's all.
Yeah. It's 1d4
Okay.
plus 4 per brain, and then I
Jesus.
rolled super amazing.
Someone has suggested in the chat they do psychic damage. I am choosing to believe this. That the
Ooh.
I do
entire power
psychic
of
damage to
these
everybody
things-
witnessing that happening.
I'm sure
Yes,
this
I'm
illithid has
okay,
never,
but that also means
never...
they still don't wake up.
It's the
Sturge.
brain blender.
I should have said one to attack you. I'm sorry.
Just
So,
forgot about me. It's
Sturge,
fine. Are you
uh,
asleep? No, you're not. Sorry.
He is not.
No. Do either of
Only
the
me.
there's 3 remaining drow?
There are 4 remaining drow. 2
Any
of
of
them
them-
are kind of near you,
Any
and
of them
then
look like
they're standing at like the cardinal directions of the room, and then there are 3 dwarves that are brawling with you.
Yes, I know, but these are some of Rogar's kin.
Shivarat definitely wants you to attack those drow, however.
Yeah, and I don't want to attack some of Rogar's kin people who've been. So,
Appreciate that.
any of these drow look like spellcasters, or do they all look like?
They look like grunts.
Okay, I'm going to disengage with the dwarves, tumble through them, and eviscerate one that is next to Nala.
Okay.
That would give me speed.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
There is a drow kind of like pointing his crossbow at Nala in this very mechanical sort of way,
Mhm.
and you can attack that one.
Okay, great. Yeah, I feel really sorry. So, what? Oh, sorry. Wrong button.
In the meantime, Eric,
This is the raised eyebrow.
Eric.
Yeah.
I the dice roller misrolled, but I
Uh-huh.
only did 64. Not
Oh, well then.
Oh well, then that makes a huge difference.
Now we have to start over.
All right, roll initiative.
Yes, I get a vindication.
Satili's like, yeah, I could still go. All right.
Okay,
As long
so
as you pose
What do we
as not
get,
killing me.
Steven?
do I have advantage? Is this one like got its back to me or anything?
No.
This is funny because I rolled a 1 and a 20. But the 1 is the one that counts because I don't have advantage.
Uh-huh. So you missed.
Yes, however, I have 2 weapons, so Mr. Whippy is going to
It's true.
do the.
They're not Mr. Whippy's not a light weapon though, is it? In order to do 2-weapon fighting, unless you have the dual wielder feat.
I do not, but can I do it at disadvantage or something?
Nope. Sorry.
Okay, In that case,
Fighting
so
with
I
two
rolled-
rapiers is quite bulky.
Or
In this case, a rapier and a katana.
right. The
Well,
so the question I have now is, would a 12 hit?
What, the drow? No, it would not.
Alrighty, then alas.
Alas and alack. The dwarves. Okay, so the three dwarves that were attacking Sturge, like Sturge just bounded off, and they had no chance to even follow him. They are going over to to attack these flying brains and defend their master. So, what is the armor class for a tiny animated object game?
18.
Yeah, they are not easy to hit.
They don't have very much HP. That's the only.
Okay, one of the dwarves hit one of them
Smacked it across the room.
for 7 points of damage. Does that take it down?
Nope. They have 20 HP each.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, that's right.
It's pretty sweet.
Nice.
So, oh my god. So the
Good
dwarves,
spell.
the dwarves are running around going,
Stone.
flailing around at these brains. The dwarves among the party, one of them is going to attack Stong. 15 to hit you, which I'm pretty sure hit, or 16, sorry.
A 16 does hit. Yep.
Yeah, 4 points of damage.
4 points.
Roll a
damage.
concentration check, buddy.
All right. Concentration check.
It's a con save.
23.
Yeah, no problem. In fact, all three of the dwarves have now shifted their attacks to you to try and dispel this concentration spell you have going.
The brain blender.
That's
The brain blender. I love it.
Both of the other two hit you
Oh my
What
God,
about
the
Brain NATO?
for
Brain
7
storm.
points of damage and 6 points of damage. So that's 2 more saves.
okay.
DC 10, so
19. 13.
okay. Yeah. You just tough it out as these dwarves are. And then there's one dwarf who's snoozing away on the kind of in the middle of the room. All right. So then we have Artemisia.
Okay.
Artemisia, as you are starting to move, you see Sarshan come rushing in with his sword. He's warding off the dwarves. And he runs over to Cecilia. And he appears to be going to do something with Cecilia, like wake her up, heal her, whisk her away from danger. Who
No,
knows?
don't do
But
that.
he's going to go after you. So
Okay. Well, so that was going to be her first move, is over to her sister. So
yeah, I pointed that out so that you wouldn't use up your action, since
Okay.
he is going to take care of that situation.
she'll yell at him like, "Take care of her."
Cecilia's asleep, so she will not say anything.
But she would if she was awake. Okay, so it is the time for sleep rats is done. It is time for the lightning to come out. The only question is, who is she lightning? She probably doesn't have a clear path to the alhoon, does she? Or does she?
You can see him. Yes.
Did the alhoon's globe of power around him waver when he got hit?
No.
She also has dispel magic, so if he has
Ooh, I
something
like
around
that.
him, she could like get rid of that. But the trouble is that like she gets rid of it and then like that's it. She can't do anything else. So somebody has to be immediately ready to like get in there.
Oh, I think
I mean, Scarcer and Sturge are both there, right?
That's true.
we're just eliminate all the drow first.
You have an order of operations.
Can I
Oh,
do
interesting. Oh, okay.
an Arcana check to see if Artemisia would think that dispel magic would do any good on what the alhoon has up?
You can do an Arcana check.
Please be useful.
The
17.
prayer of every player.
Yeah.
17.
Mhm.
You don't know what spell that is that he casts.
Well, if I waste my lightning, it would just be a waste if it like bounces off or something. So dispel magic on the alhoon.
Okay, make a caster level check, please.
So is that
Like normal for a dispel magic.
okay? Yeah. That is so that's 24.
Okay. Sure enough, you do dispel the orb of protection that is around
Nice.
Alhoon.
Ah.
Oh.
Drool.
Oh.
It's
I
good.
don't think she's a pretty sleeper.
Artemisia now. Artemisia is
Oh.
like Sleeping Beauty.
Uh-huh.
Starshan kneels
She
down
thinks.
over Artemisia and he's like, I have to wake her up somehow.
Oh.
Oh,
Uh,
Sarshan.
That's a good kiss.
Make an
No,
insight
don't do it.
check for Starshan.
Uh-oh.
What's gonna be the worst? If he
She
slaps
probably-
her and takes 25 cold damage, or if she wakes up being non-consensually kissed.
Oh no.
Am I making the roll, or is somebody else doing it?
He goes, huh? Wait. And then he goes, wait.
Can you just shake her?
And then he dumps his canteen in her face.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
There we go.
Smart boy.
That
Any
wakes her up,
touch, Any
right?
touch would have been bad.
Yes. Yes. So,
Otherwise,
like-
she's just wet and asleep.
Cecilia, you awaken with your face covered in mushroom brandy.
Whoa.
Oh.
It slightly
I feel very
stings.
flammable right now.
Oh.
How am I feeling from the poison?
And Sarshan
that
says,
just-
"Oh, I'm so glad that worked.
Oh my god, thank you.
I didn't want to hit you and then take all that damage again."
You're a smart guy right now. Okay.
And then he realizes he's like kneeling over you, and he's like, "Oh," and just kind of like moves
She's
aside.
not even gonna pay attention. She's gonna I don't have any limits on my, it's not a kind of poison that's gonna like mess with my visioners.
No.
Oh, cool.
The drow are going to go before your turn, actually.
okay, cool.
But you do wake up, and that
All right.
happens. Okay, so Nala has slain one of those drow. Drop my
Nala.
d20 again. This is real bad. Okay, there are 3 still up, and there's one that starts attacking. That one pulls out swords, short swords. And then there are 2 that are firing their crossbows. So the one with the short swords, like a 7 to hit Sturge, I'm pretty sure that misses. Crossbow, 19 at Stong. Does that hit?
That definitely hits.
Okay. And then 12 at Artemisia. I don't think that hits.
Nope.
Okay. Stong, I'm going to need you to, well, first take a little damage, buddy. 3
Do
points
I
of
have
damage.
to- Oh, 3. Okay.
The dart hits you like in the hand. You're like, huh, that's probably
Ow!
not. Oh, wait. Make a
Mm,
constitution
okay.
save, please.
Oh, but 22.
22. Yeah, you fight off the poison, no problem.
I guess I do my concentration save. Oh, that's a 9.
Oh, but it does disrupt the floating objects.
No.
The brains are floating around menacingly, just kind of to the ground.
Ugh.
Wow. That's
The 3
a lot.
damage. The 3 damage got me. All right.
okay.
No, they're a
Now
bunch of
it's
dirty
Cecilia's
minds.
turn.
Okay. So as Sarshan stands up, I'm gonna grab onto him and use him to help me stand up.
Yep. You
And then
stand
I'm
up with
gonna
his help. He's standing there defensively next to you with his
go
sword.
ahead and point a banishment at the mind flare and the whole. I don't know what that thing is. I just looked up and I'm like, that too.
Yeah, the
so they
eye
both-
tentacle thing. Yeah.
That just I know. I don't know what it is. It doesn't seem like good news.
No, it does not.
It doesn't. Neither of them seem like they're from here, so I'm hoping this will do some excellent work for us. But I don't know. So they have to make a charisma saving throw. If 18.
Okay. Okay, the alhoon made it save.
Dang it! I really wanted to know what happened if the alhoon got sent to another dimension and the thralls
The
didn't.
mind witness did not, however.
Okay,
Oh, thank
so
goodness.
So it
That's-
just disappears.
and
like,
to be clear,
Your magic links up like veins of magic with it, and then it just disappears into that other side dimension.
just as like a meta rules thing, if the target is native to a different plane of existence, it goes to its home plane, and if I don't drop the spell, it doesn't come back
Interesting. Okay.
unless it does plane shift, which is a question I don't know the answer to, and Cecilia doesn't even know to think about right now. So
Okay.
I think she'd still do it.
Solid.
All right.
Okay. You do notice something though. When you send the mind witness into a demiplane, suddenly all the thralls just stop moving.
Whoa.
Like they just
Okay.
freeze with the weapons up and then kind of lower them gradually and then look around like dully.
Did the alhoon have a booster on his wireless there?
That is exactly what was going on.
Sweet.
So the alhoon looks at you, looks at the situation, looks at the fact that he took 70-ish damage,
The flying brain.
and you feel his thoughts in your head saying, you could have had freedom. Think about that. And then it just disappears.
What?
Now you were left in this room with the whirlpool of water still floating in the air, a bunch of thralls standing around you, and Scaresair standing there with her axe. Well, Scaresair, with the Githyanki now gone, attacks one of the dwarves.
Oh, no. There.
Let's see. That's going to miss. That one's going to hit. That one's going to miss. Okay, so she hits one of the dwarves. Just the axe sinks into that dwarf and he doesn't react in any way.
What?
And Scaresair is still like, all right. Nala's turn.
Dog
He
Yeah.
says, it's that cursed axe. Get it away from her. Scaresair, stop. She pulls a crossbow off the back of the combat wheelchair and fires that at Scaresair. That's not going to hit. Scaresair knocks that out of the air with her axe. Okay. Rogard, your turn.
I will try to cast Hold Person on her.
Okay.
So Wisdom saving throw, and
Okay.
save DC is 16.
She did not make it.
Excellent.
So she
Awesome.
raises up the axe to strike the dwarf again and just freezes right there.
Oh.
Ston.
Hold your wish.
So Stong saw what happened between Sarshan and Cecilia, and in his mind he's like, "Oh, okay, show her, kiss her." So he takes this flask of mushroom brandy and he like splashes it on her face.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, are you back? And then,
Mushroom brandy all over.
and then if
She's
her
staring
eyes...
at you, and her eyes are wild, rage.
Okay. Is there a large stick somewhere nearby?
Well, Ruin had a large stick, but he turned into a saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah, he does. Oh, sorry, what?
There's,
Oh,
uh,
dirty
Say that out
comment.
loud.
Those are related
There's-
to him.
There's the long haft of Scarcera's axe, which is in her dragon flesh arm,
Well,
just kind of a stick.
okay.
Otherwise, no, you're underground. Well, you're inside a vessel of some kind.
Okay, I guess so. Stong turns to its friends and he says, if this happens to me, feel free to do whatever you need to do. And he's gonna try to pry it out of her hands.
All right, make a strength check, please. Unless you want to chop off her dragon
23.
hand,
No.
which is unlikely.
No, thank you. 23 strength check.
Oh, all right. Yeah. You pry it out of her hand. She's staring at you in mad anger the whole time. And you're just like, it's okay, honey. It's okay. I got this. And you now have the axe in your hands. You can feel like vibrations of rage and hatred flowing through the weapon.
I look at Cecilia.
But
and
as soon as it comes out of Scarcera's grasp, her eyes kind of clear and then roll up in her head. But
Oh.
she's held hold person, right? So she doesn't move or fall over or anything.
If she's set, I can release her, but I don't want her to fall to the ground and hit her head or anything.
I'm gonna try to catch her with one arm.
Okay.
okay.
I did go.
But just
All right.
make sure to keep the axe and hers like separate.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she starts to fall over. You catch her in one arm. Now you're holding her. And you're holding the axe
Well, Cecilia.
in a
needs
very
to-
romantic sort of
Should you
gesture.
be holding the axe?
Oh. Do you still want this?
I do not want that at all.
Okay.
I like my axe that, is magical and also doesn't curse me.
Seconded.
Stong's gonna try to slam it into the ground as hard as he can. Kind of like a woodsman's axe in a tree stump, and he would leave it there.
Okay.
The axe in the
Thunk.
stone.
Yeah, it sinks down into the stone with very little resistance.
Oh, interesting.
Like it's really sharp.
Oh, I kind of want it now.
no,
and,
no.
As you're standing there cradling your Githyanki love from a far removed plane with very different morals than you have, everyone breathes a sigh of relief. And then you realize that the stone that you sunk the axe into starts glowing this kind of pink purple color.
Oh no.
Oh god.
And then lights start appearing along the floor, like burning energy. And you hear a humming sound.
We're in a spaceship.
That's what I think.
Did say vessel.
Oh,
Just sort of like
Can we
slid it
leave?
in there.
And the ground starts shaking under your feet.
I want to leave. I want to
Oh,
make for the door here. This doesn't seem
Uh,
like a place they want to be.
So there's still some
Hey.
drow standing here, right?
There are, yeah.
I'm
I'm
sure
gonna-
Chevresh
And
is aware.
dwarves. Oh, yeah. Sturge, by the way, it's your turn. Go attack one of those drow.
Oh.
I'm going to sheep wall.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh,
Oh my God. Worst saves ever.
oh no.
So,
Well,
yeah,
That
I'm
drow
going
isn't
to-
fighting back, so if you hit him, you do an automatic crit.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
Oh, I actually rolled the
Don't-
crit. to
Oh,
hit.
well,
Don't
there you
do
go.
it.
Is
Okay.
that okay? So that's
So Surge is like, well, the battle is done. I'm going to start sheathing. Nope. Whoosh.
Wait. At what level do rogues
Uh,
get slippery mind? Do they still have that?
Yeah,
Okay. I guess you just don't have it, but yeah.
it is higher level.
So that's 37.
Oh, yeah, you definitely chop that drow's head off.
Um,
Somebody grab Sturge.
Definitely kick the body away so it doesn't squirt blood all over me.
Okay. All right.
Hopefully, I didn't accidentally kick it forward, or then it would just like hose her down with brown neck blood.
Oh my god, it's like D&D carry. Why would you do that?
Then Sturge moves
thought of Evil
toward one
Dead.
of the other 2 drow that's still up.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, when it's my next turn, I'm going to try to seize it again.
Are we still in
Hey,
initiative
the
order,
dwarf-
or are we?
Yes, the dwarves
Okay.
get to go. They're not doing anything. Artemisia, your turn.
Well, I mean, I could also.
Please try to pull the axe out of the activation stone.
Telekinesis!
Doodle arms.
Don't you have
to the
telekinesis?
go.
I do have telekinesis.
Telekinesis it! This is what, this is what
The
you
axe.
prepared
I need to
for.
look up.
Pull
how-
the stone
never used
from
it
the
before,
axe,
but-
chosen one.
Um.
Wait, did I
Yeah.
say pull the stone
Now you'll
from
be
the
queen
axe?
of the dwarves and
You
or
did.
mind flayers.
That's a stone.
If an object isn't being worn or carried, automatically move it up to 30 feet in a direction. So at least like
Hmm.
Can
10
lift
feet up.
500 pounds.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to make a spell attack essentially.
Okay.
Because the axe is pretty well driven in there. So it's not attended, but it's like it's like you're pulling 2 objects apart.
25.
Okay, no problem. So you pull the axe
Nice.
out. There's a certain amount of resistance, but you just and it comes out and starts floating off the ground, and then starts floating over toward you.
No, I'm just off the ground.
Following-
You're like, no,
following you like a
no.
puppy. No, go home.
Okay.
Home. No one wants you.
The rumbling has not abated.
Uh,
Sarshan's turn. He looks to Cecilia. He says, "We need to get out of here."
We need to get out of here.
That's what I said.
And then
Okay.
you went and started killing some drows. So you don't.
He attempts to scoop Cecilia up.
My legs are broke. Actually, my legs might be very wobbly from the poison. I'm not sure.
So do you let him scoop you up?
I don't know. Are my legs wobbly from the poison?
A little bit.
Okay. I say, what are you doing? My legs are. Oh no, my legs are okay.
Okay,
Aw.
thanks.
Listen,
So-
when he does it because he's decided ahead of time that I'm weak and need protection, it's not okay. But when I actually have noodle legs, then it's okay.
So he's holding you, and your faces are close together for a second, and then he just puts you over his shoulder, and he starts running toward the exit, and he
Oh,
scoops up
Sarshan.
Artemisia
Oh my
as
God.
he's going, and now you're both over his 2 shoulders, and he's just
Okay.
running out.
Oh,
Sergeant.
Oh my god.
darn it. I was going to tell you to take this axe and like transport it into your like pocket weapon, your packed weapon dimension or whatever.
Technically, my packed weapon, I have to like do like.
Yeah, she'd have to
tuning
bond
kind of
with it, and
thing.
it takes a while.
You have to have
You're
a
not
bonded
friendship
with
that axe.
montage.
Ruin, who is Sabertooth Tiger, and you look over at him, he hasn't really been participating in the battle in your view. When you look over at him, he's just like lying on top of a couple of dwarves. Like he's just got one under his paws
Right.
and one under his other paw. And he's like, aha. And then everything's shaking, and he says, oh, time to go. And he bounds over toward Rogar and then lowers his head.
No, you should do Rugger from like the scruff of the neck.
Well, he's gonna see how this goes.
I guess the teeth would be in the way. But
Oh,
Okay.
No.
Does Rogar know immediately
Okay,
what
so-
to do?
Is it? I mean, I get the feeling he wants me to hop on and ride him.
Sorry, I'm 12.
I know, me too. All right.
I think we all thought the same thing, but
So did you freeze, Eric?
No, I'm just
Oh.
waiting for you to finish.
All right. So I guess I will. I'll be like, kind of, like make a motion, like get on your back.
Make an acrobatics check.
Like, I'm just trying to like feel like not actually on. I'm trying to get a sense from him. Is that what he wants me to do? Right. Okay. Acrobatics. Here we go. Acrobatics. I get a massive +1. Oh, 20! Woo! So 21.
So not only
So-
do you climb on his back, but he's very impressed.
Oh, yeah.
Like you pull a Legolas, okay? You just swing
Aye.
onto his back, and you just land there, and it's like you're perfectly fitted. And he's like, "Oh, here we go!" And then he just bounds toward the exit,
Dong's like, whoa. You must
Carrying
have done
you
that
along with
before."
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cecilia, would you like to do something as Sarshan is carrying you away? It is technically your turn.
I don't know. Okay. I don't guess not.
Okay.
I don't know what. I think she's a little gobsmacked. It's not a condition
A
on
little
the sheet.
discombobulated, maybe.
but-
Like that
Yeah,
was a
like,
weird thing
what
that just
the
happened.
Heck? Yeah.
Okay. All right. You are still maintaining the banishment.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold that until I can't, and it's gone, or we're far away.
Okay. It is Scarcer's turn. Did I skip you, Artemisia? I probably skipped you. Do you wanna
Yeah.
do you wanna do something?
Well, first she's struck silent by how undignified this is, but she's got
Struck
other things
by
to
a
worry
smooth
about.
criminal. Yeah.
So she's gonna yell, "What am I doing with this axe?"
The axe is following us.
Well, because
kinda
I
floating.
figure yes,
Yes.
because she doesn't quite know. Like,
Okay,
she's
wait.
so surprised that it was up off the ground at like a certain distance from her, and so it is maintaining that distance.
I forgot about that.
How far off it is the ground, like as they go. For now, she could drop it, but what
could
is
Eldritch-
she doing?
I could blast it, and we could see if it blows up.
It wouldn't be a Westgate Irregulars game if Cecilia didn't Eldritch Blast an object.
Yeah.
Can I do that instead
You
of what I
can
said?
if you want to.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it doesn't hurt
mean, we are-
everybody. 25. What's
Okay.
the armor class on a magic axe?
You zap the axe. Your
Does 9 damage.
your bolt of white energy slams. It's white, right? White
Yeah.
energy
Like
slams into the
lightning.
axe, which starts glowing with white power.
Frost, I guess. Oh, well.
Like power surges around it. It seems to
Okay.
have absorbed the energy of your blast.
all right.
Didn't break.
Live and
though.
learn.
I mean, Artemisia's
Don't
probably
do that
gonna,
again.
like, drop it at that point.
You're gonna drop the telekinesis.
Yeah. So wherever it is in the air, it's just gonna like.
Okay, it just
Fall.
drops to the floor next to the exit.
Does it turn on another spaceship? It's all spaceships. That's the secret of the door.
Yeah.
Okay, Scarcer's turn. Round 4.
Oh.
Scarcer, her eyes kind of go back to normal, and she looks up at Stong, who's holding her in this very romantic way, just like Zarshan was holding Cecilia a second ago. And she's like, "Ah, damn it. You saved me again."
Well, technically, Nala kind of saved us, but
She leans in to whisper something in your ear,
oh,
extremely filthy and very aggressive.
that's the way you normally are. So,
And she says, "That is what I owe you. Now get me out of here."
oh, okay. So who is all in the room? Sturge is still there fighting some drow.
Yeah.
Scaresair, is Nala still there?
Yes. Nala is well, she's actually going to go next, but she's starting to wheel herself toward the exit
Okay.
with great speed.
Oh,
Great
really?
alacrity.
I think if the room is large enough, Stong would transform into a mammoth and then start like grabbing some of the mind controlled people that are just sitting there in the daze. And also
Hold on.
Scaresair.
Hold on. Stong would turn into a mammoth. Is that what you just said?
Yeah,
I
'cause he
mean,
wants
it's not
to-
the kookiest thing he's ever said.
He wants to get these people out of here.
Now the DM's glass is
Okay,
empty.
I want to point out something to you. The exit is a little too small for the mammoth to fit through.
I mean, I could just drop it later and pass through myself. I just need something to help me get people out quickly.
You could chat suggests that you could turn into a mule.
Chat
no,
suggests that
Morano.
Sturge wanted to be a mule. Not
Well, what
that
about Donkey Stong? You could get one under each arm
You still
and then
could-
like
they're
throw
the-
them.
Yeah, they're the same size. I feel like throwing
Oh, okay.
people through a door is like, you know, I at least want to just grab them with the trunk and then just like move them or put them on my back and get them as close to the exit as possible to pass them through.
You turn into a giant snake.
And swallow them all gently.
That's what
and
I
then
felt like.
carry
And then
them to
swallow
the
them and we'll
exit?
cut them out of your stomach.
You could turn into
No.
a giant frog.
Oh God, I hate.
I guess I could hop to the exit and then use my tongue to pull them to the exit.
Well, I was going to say you could swallow all of them and then spit them back out when you're up. Anyway, what do you want to do?
So
I should
basically, I
stop
want to try
giving you my-
to evacuate as many people as possible. So the animals that I've used before are either like giant ape or mammoth. Let's just go for mammoth again. They're like roughly
All
the same
right.
size, in game.
So you cast a spell and you turn into a giant woolly mammoth.
Mhm.
Scary Sarah looks up at you and she's like, "Yes."
I give her a quick hug with my trunk, and then I pick her up and put her on my back.
Okay. She moves her hands around her head, and abruptly a couple of the dwarves lift up into the air and float over toward you. Remember that she can pass telekinesis too.
Yeah, I should just ask you to do that, and I should have become a horse or something. But oh well, the moment has passed. So he's gonna try to make a line around near the drow and Sturge, and grab the drow because he knows that Sturge will follow.
Hey.
All right, make a check to grab the drow. Just a attack with your trunk, I guess.
Okay. So that would be 19.
All right, you grab the drow that Sturge is stalking toward, and head for the exit.
Come here, boy.
Dust is filtering down through the air. Stalactites are falling down, stabbing into the ground. More lights have appeared. Everything is rumbling around you. Okay. That was
Oh, I'm getting flashbacks to a certain
okay.
Shar temple.
Sturge.
Yeah.
So the drow you were stalking after
Yes.
has been picked up by a woolly mammoth and is being hauled away.
Try to sheath the sword.
Make a wisdom saving throw. With disadvantage.
No.
Yep.
Oh my God. Again, I rolled a 5 and a 1.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. You, in fact, run up to attack the other drow. Okay, you have two choices. You have choices now. You
Okay.
can either attack the other drow that's still there, or the drow that's being carried off by the mammoth.
No, I'm going
Another
to
drow.
attack the one that's still there.
Okay. You, run
Is
over, you bound over to that drow, make an
Is
attack.
there an enemy near it?
It doesn't
Is-
matter. It's,
Ally?
he's helpless.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, it feels so icky.
I tried.
Ah, God, the rolls I'm getting are just outrageous. My 29 and a 30. So
Okay,
I rolled
well.
a 19.
You hit and you automatically crit it. So,
You want the damage?
well, yeah.
Okay, but 17 plus 12, 29.
Okay, you
Might as
took
well
out that
boom it.
drow. No
Boom it.
problem.
Oh, it's good. And then I move.
You just ran that drow through
Mhm.
and then wrenched your sword free in a splash of blood. That drow went down.
How far is the how much How far do they have to move to get to him?
20 feet.
Okay, so I've got another 10 feet. I'm going to get after the other drow
Yep.
while I try to keep my sword.
Actually, if you took the dash action, which let's be clear, Chevrash wants you to do,
Oh,
you can
God.
get up to that drow.
I just want to be clear that if it's the drow that I'm holding, like, in my trunk, I want to actually like dangle it in the air like a carrot.
Okay, you can get up to that drow, but that drow is
Don't I get to resist again? Do I
it's
get
like
to
10
roll?
feet above you. No,
No? Okay.
Nope.
Okay. 10 feet up?
Yep.
You don't think I can jump 10 feet?
well, you've used
God.
all your actions. So,
Oh, okay.
all right. The other dwarves don't do anything. Artemisia, you have dropped the telekinesis. Do you do anything else? Zarshan is still carrying you out.
I mean, I don't have anything other than because I used up my one telekinesis. I can't do anything to help with evacuating the dwarves or anything. So no.
Okay.
She's gonna try to like be less undignified, and it's not gonna work. But she's gonna like try. Maybe her hair's coming down. She can like fix that.
Okay. Ruan pulls up short, and he looks back at Rogar. He looks back at the dwarves that are still in there in that room. There are still 3 dwarves in there, one of whom is asleep.
I mean, I definitely would like to help them.
And
We
he
should definitely
bounds
go
back
back.
into the room with Rogar.
Okay, good. I was thinking about. I was like, oh no, Rogar wouldn't leave helpless people behind, but he was just kind of like after the moment where he knew he obviously hurt Ruin, he was just kind of Ruin. Anyway, so
And
he just kind
Ruin-
of got distracted for a moment.
Ruin
But
picks up the sleeping dwarf in his mouth, like picks him up by the scruff,
I wonder, like,
like a cat would.
yeah, I was just curious if let's see, I have one more. Yeah, I have one more spot. So I was wondering if it would be possible to use the control water to take that whirlpool and change it into a rushing stream that carries everything out of the tunnel.
Ooh! Don't
Yeah,
pick
okay.
up the cursed axe.
All right. Yeah,
He doesn't
you-
know that's up there, does he?
you do
Well,
some
it's
water
on the
bending,
floor now.
Aye.
and the whirlpool turns into a stream, picks up those 2 dwarves, and pushes them toward the exit.
Excellent.
Okay. Roll a d20 and tell me the result.
It is a 17.
Stong, what do you do?
So the mammoth can take 40 feet of
Kirsten's
movement.
still on your back, and she's like, "What do we do? Do we kill him?" She's pointing at Sturge.
I make mammoth noises. I have no clue what mammoths sound like. So
I don't think anybody really does.
yeah.
You can do whatever you want, and what are they going to do? Prove you wrong?
yeah, scientists.
Next
So
week, they uncover a mammoth in the permafrost and reconstruct its voice, and they are like, Yang Yang Wang doesn't know what a mammoth sounds like.
the shame, yeah, the shame of my family. So I think he would just sprint towards the exit, and then as he approaches it, like the momentum would carry him through, he would release the spell so that all Scaresair, the drow he's carrying, etc., all try to like tumble through the exit.
Okay. So you're just like you're ending the polymorph spell. Is that what you're saying,
Yeah,
or is it a different spell that you're talking about?
polymorph. So like I'm
Okay.
sprinting towards the exit. That's 80 feet of movement with a dash, and then I drop the spell as I reach the exit.
Momentum.
yeah, momentum. Yeah.
Sturge, the drow's trained animal is carrying it away from you. Make an opportunity attack
Oh god,
On what?
on the woolly mammoth.
the mount.
How many times are you gonna let me like make a wisdom check every time?
Nope.
No. Okay. Uh, Beast of Wolf.
Piece
Yeah.
of wall.
Pretty much hit them. Hit.
I don't think the mammoth's AC is that high, is it?
No, it's not. Got a lot of
You can get your
13
sneak attack on
CAC.
this because the mammoth is sort of being threatened by other people and is distracted from you. How much damage do you do to the mammoth?
25 plus the booming blade.
Oh,
Oh my
oh, I
God.
see.
Jesus.
I mean, oh wait, can I do that for? I can't do that for.
You can't cast booming blade as an
That was an
opportunity. attack, no.
opportunity, yeah.
Can I do sneak attack as an opportunity attack?
Well, yeah.
Eh,
Okay.
Sneak attack. I think it's really cool. You can do sneak attack once per turn. It's not once per round. So if you get it on an off-round action, you can still do it
During someone else's.
during someone else's
Yes.
turn.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's okay, buddy.
That's
Typically, you
25.
can only take one reaction though, so it is still a little bit limited. I
Oh,
did say
man.
typically.
Think of the drama if one of us kills one of the other of us.
Oh,
Yeah, well, the mammoth has like 130 hit
That's
points, so
fair.
it's unlikely. But still,
Alright,
you
I
do
won't-
cleave that sword pretty deep into the mammoth's hide.
how much damage is it?
25.
25? Okay. Because I do have to roll a concentration.
Okay.
That's a 12.
Oh man, you're gonna make me look it up. Jesus. All right, hold on.
I'm not saying someone should kill someone else. I'm just saying the story opportunity.
Yeah.
I would just turn back into my normal self once the spell drops.
That's
Or once I
assuming
get to
that
0.
that Chevrolet doesn't decide you're still the drow's like
DC
lackey
equals
or
10 or
something.
half the damage you take, whichever number is higher. Rounded up would be 13. Rounded down would be 12. I think he broke your spell.
Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that. We're all running.
So yeah, he stabs you and you make it a couple of steps, but your body is rapidly shrinking and you turn back into yourself
So
and drop all of your passengers, including the drow.
So Stong feels this searing pain in his back leg, and he turns around to see his friend Sturge just stabbing into him. And it breaks his concentration because just the emotional pain of Sturge attacking him is just so much.
You didn't even ask first.
Yeah.
So you were just moving, so you still can technically act on your turn.
You can tell by the expression on Sturge's face.
The expression on Sturge's face is one of determination and hatred.
Yeah, I guess
Like,
if that was
he is full on Punisher right now.
I told you to be a mule.
Oh my god. So I think that was just part of my movement, right? So Stong's gonna turn to Scaresair and say, please
I'm going to kill him, she says.
no, please get these people out of here. You're the only one who can right now.
So you grasp her by the arm and she looks at you and you look at her.
Music swells.
Make a charisma check, buddy.
Oh god.
Oh no.
She will never listen to me. Because my charisma is a -1. Okay, 1. 2 minus 1 is a 1.
You got a 1?
Oh my
2
god.
minus 1
Wow.
is
She
Oh,
says, you'll get them out. I will take care of him.
Oh
a
no.
1. Okay. Could you just promise me not to kill him?
No.
Is that the reward you would like for saving my life?
Yes, that is a great reward.
Ah, very well.
Okay.
Relationship is very complicated.
So
It
there
is.
are 3 dwarves there and the 1 drow. You had that
Okay.
interaction with Scaresair. That's basically you can pick up one of those people and start moving away,
And there's
or
a,
2
and
since you're very strong.
I mean, could
there's
I cast another polymorph and that would be it?
You
I have 3.
could do that, yeah.
I do it.
What do you polymorph into?
Back into a
Mule?
woolly mammoth. No. Can't give Sturge that status. Oh, Okay. Transport back to a woolly mammoth, and I'm gonna try to block the line of sight. I'm gonna attempt to be like cover between the dwarves, the drow, and Sturge.
Okay. Sturge, it is indeed your turn. So,
What do
you
I
know
see?
that drow's there. It's behind the woolly mammoth. And there's a Gith Yankee standing in the way.
Wait, I thought it wasn't a woolly mammoth anymore.
Well, he just turned back into one. He cast the spell again.
Yeah.
But it was
When I moved
briefly
away,
stung. It was briefly stung.
It was briefly stung, right?
So that's got to be enough to at least give me another wisdom.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
how do you not have slippery mind yet?
Because he dipped into diviner, remember?
Oh, right, because you're a wizard.
I rolled a 14 this
What does that get you?
14. No, I mean a total of 14.
Oh, totally.
Oh, that does not succeed.
Oh my lord. Okay.
You're contending with the will of a god, Sturge. What do you want?
Ah,
Like a very devoted, very, very single-minded god, but a
gonna
god
say-
nonetheless.
I thought
It's
we
not
had
a god you like
deal.
veer off course
We had-
with.
Yeah.
So all right. So there's going to be a kind of disengage move, anticipating, like some kind of opportunity attack from the mammoth as I tumble
Or the
beneath
Gith
it.
Yankee. Yeah.
Oh.
You're going around the mammoth toward the drow.
Yeah. Well, kinda
If you
under
want
the
to, you
mammoth.
can tumble under the mammoth.
Yeah, under the mammoth. And I'm going to lay into the trap.
Okay.
So disengage, lay into drow. 23. Is this the
Oh, yeah. That
Okay.
hits.
what I mean is sneak attack?
And it's an automatic crit because the drow is still helpless.
Okay.
So you just drive your blade through the drow.
26.
The drow is dead. Definitely dead.
Aw.
And you tumbled through my legs. This is what I get for always being in power stance. Why can't stop this like
Oh, man.
I'm always just like
I megged him.
Okay, Serge, you have slain all of the drow.
And can I make
Your
a,
mind starts to clear.
Can I sheath the damn thing?
Yes.
Schwack.
You sheath the sword.
No,
And then
what
you
happened while I was
feel
doing?
energy around you. A strength saving throw.
Saving throws have been just crap.
maybe you've been failing all night.
Yeah, but here we go. Yeah, I rolled.
Oh, man.
Okay. Scarecer's telekinesis picks you up.
What's so funny about that?
I'm sorry. Scarecer picking someone up is never not going to be funny to me because I imagine you like a little puppet, like twirling in the air.
Yeah.
I don't think she does it in a dignified way.
This happened once before.
Well. And then she slams you into the ceiling.
Oh no!
Oh.
And then she. You take 9 points of damage from being slammed into the ceiling. And then she drags you along the ceiling toward the exit.
Oh.
Sorry, I only said no death.
But
Oh,
be
my
surprised what you can live through.
God. Oh, man.
Is the spaceship still taking off, or whatever is actually happening?
It is actually. Artemisia,
a-
when I was looking up telekinesis, and I did note that telekinesis, you can shift the target of your telekinesis round by round. So you wouldn't have had to end the spell. You could have like picked up one of the dwarves and hauled them off with you.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm just going to assume that you did that. Since
Yes.
obviously you wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So
Move it to yourself so you don't have to get carried like a bag of potatoes.
among
Oh yeah. You
among
fly.
your group, you managed to grab the surviving dwarves, which are all of them. I don't think any of the dwarves actually perished.
Oh, good.
Yay.
All the
Sorry,
drow
drow.
are dead.
You tried.
Not very hard.
I
Well, some of you
Some
tried
of us
very hard.
tried
It's true,
very
it's
hard.
true.
Let's give Stong full credit
And
for
you
being the best of
race up
us.
the tunnel as the world is shaking all around you, and rocks start falling down, and you hear a roar as you finally emerge out of the dust cloud of the mines and see the mountain behind you starting to collapse and slide in on itself.
Ooh,
And you stand there
again.
Yeah, again, deja vu.
as this massive shell-like object rises up out of the collapsing mountain and starts flying up into the sky.
It is a spaceship. Oh no.
Okay, yeah.
And just like
Find like a lost city of
randomly
Nephilim or something.
going on autopilot.
I need to roll some checks to
Apparently.
see if I...
Stong put the key in the ignition.
The key was the
Why don't
axe, I
we-
guess. I'm gonna roll history, I guess.
Okay.
23.
Go ahead and roll.
Have I ever heard of something like this happening in the history of the realms or this area?
You rolled a 23, did you?
Mhm. Yep.
Well, you do know that the mind flayers are said to pilot these amazing crafts.
Oh, so
Hang
maybe
on.
it wasn't.
I'm just going to determine what you would know about this.
Maybe the alhoon went and said, "I'm going home, you jerk. I'm gonna go get my pet."
Screw you guys. I'm flying out of here. According to your sources of knowledge, this thing is called a nautiloid, and it is a massive cone-shaped craft that propels itself through not only the sky or the darkness behind the sky, but also across the plains.
Hmm.
And it is now flying uncontrolled into the sky.
This is something else that we're gonna have to deny doing at some time in the future, I think.
Yeah, we're in comments just gonna be like crash
The,
landing.
the Dwarven outpost is okay though, right? This is all like the mountain over behind the outpost, right?
The dwarves are scrambling around, crying out, and like, "Oh no!" But when everything settles, it turns out that you only collapsed the mines and like a couple of nearby structures, but no dwarves were actually harmed in the collapse of the mines.
Okay.
And
Dwarves were harmed in the making.
If we
of this
saved
episode.
3 and we killed, 400, we
Oh,
have a
man.
problem.
I think this is a good time for us to take our break.
I
You can contemplate.
Successfully drove off the mind flare. That you didn't kill it, though. That's an important distinction to keep in mind. And so come back in a few
You did
minutes
steal
to
his
find
car,
out.
Yeah, that's right.
Find
Wrap
out
it
what
around its
becomes.
Trash his car.
Come back in a few minutes to find out what becomes of the thralls that they escaped, leave takings from the Dwarven stronghold, and the journey back to Westgate. Don't go away. And well met, we're back. Thank you for bearing with us for one of the most insane encounters that the Westgate Irregulars have had yet.
One of.
I did say one of, yes. So
We can rank them later.
you are back at the Dwarven outpost. Some time has passed. You were helping with relief efforts, healing dwarves that were injured. What did each of you want to do specifically in the aftermath of this encounter?
Get the poison dart out.
So Cecilia,
Am I healed? Am I not poisoned anymore?
definitely healing, obviously.
let's see. That poison technically lasts for 1 hour.
Okay.
I mean,
What happened?
just want to note too, there is a temple of healing here, and of which I am a member, and also we just saved some dwarves from the alhoon and all that. So maybe we can just use their resources.
Just like,
Sar-
just go to the
Sarshan-
hospital, you guys.
Sarshan puts
Yeah.
Artemisia down and then he transfers Cecilia back into his kind of cradling, holding her. And
Wait,
he
my
says,
legs aren't broken.
"You're still hurt. Let me help you."
Oh my god.
And he
You
lays his
literally-
hand on your forehead and sends healing magic into you, curing the poison.
Does the dart come out when that happens? I'm worried I'm running around with a projectile sticking out of me. Or do I have to
Yeah,
yank it
he's
out?
like, "Do you feel better?" And you're like,
No.
"I do." Oh God. All right. He puts you down, and your legs work fine.
I'm glad. Thank you.
Well, perfect. Is anybody else hurt? You see,
I'm strong.
Yep.
yeah,
I
Hurt a lot.
Scaresair was kind of hauling Sturge along with her in her telekinesis, and she's like, "This one might be a little bit hurt." Then she drops him on the grass.
mean, if we're not going to use the temple, I can heal people. I can just,
Well, the
Yeah.
temple is pretty busy with healing other dwarves that were injured near the collapse. No
well,
dwarves
fine,
were
kill
killed
me.
in the filming of this scene, but some of them were injured, and the priests are tending to them.
This is what happens when you have a load-bearing spaceship.
Oh,
All right, so I'll do a prayer of healing for us. Oh, Sharindlar.
Anything else? This-
To be fair,
this
the
episode's
spaceship
an
was
success
probably
for me
here.
for that joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spaceship was probably here before the mountain, so
Man,
Huh. Oh, I'm getting a lot of Zulu vibes. Spaceship in a mountain. That's awesome.
So anyone who needs it, I healed up to 6 people for 20 hit points each. So
I'll definitely take some of that.
well, Artemisia had like a cut from the glass, but
yeah, it goes away.
Good.
All right, you're all feeling somewhat better. At some point, Rogar, while
Right.
you were tending to the other dwarves and such, the high priestess comes over to you.
Hi.
And she says, "A word with your brother Rogar."
Oh, okay. Absolutely.
Okay.
This wasn't our fault, by the way.
So she draws you away to kind of a private spot. She's looking a little haggard, like her hair is a little out of place, and her clothes are dusty and a little bit messed up. Like she's been working to help these dwarves for a while, and she's still freaked out by the lich thing that happened last night. Anyway, and she says, well, wherever you go, there seems to be trouble that follows you, but that's not the point. I wanted to talk to you for a second,
Aye.
and it's about these bogglewomps of yours.
Aye.
I think we all saw what we saw, so maybe the bogglewomps are real, and if they are,
Aye.
maybe whatever's causing them is also causing this bleakness.
Oh,
I did notice that they only afflicted our fellow gold dwarfs, not the dwarf lass that you brought with you, which you should clearly marry, because put a ring on that lass.
well, don't know about that, but I agree. I did notice that as well. That the bogglewomps afflicted us all.
She nods seriously and she says, "So
Not
if
just me.
you can find the secret of defeating the bogglewomps, maybe it will help our people. I will speak to the Holy Mother on your behalf when she arrives, though I am not certain it will help. But if you're gone from this place, well, it was my task to keep you here, but I think you've earned yourself a reprieve if you wish to leave."
Thank you so much. It feels so good just to have someone believe me. I appreciate it, and if these bogglewomps are tied to whatever is afflicting our people, I certainly will do everything I can to defeat them and to help.
She puts her hand on your shoulder and says, "I know you will. You're a good dwarf, Rogar Battle Baron. You've done us all proud, and you should remember that." And then a Runa, the second priestess, comes over and she says, "Oh, high priestess." And the high priestess looks over and smiles like, comforted at her. And says, oh, Runa, there you are. Yeah, we should be getting back to it. Give me your arm. And Runa's like, oh, of course. And she gives her her arm. And Runa looks back at you and mouths,
Oh, you're welcome.
and you see Ruin back in his elf form.
Mhm.
Comes around the corner and he looks at the two dwarf women and then he looks at you and he says, oh, there you are.
Oh, hi, Ruin. How are you doing, Ruin?
Well,
Man.
if I were as comfortable with someone as those two are, I'd be doing pretty well.
I
But how are you doing, Rogar? Wow, it's really private back here.
I yes. I wanted to
Oh yeah?
apologize.
He comes over closer to you.
I could tell that you something I did hurt you a bit, and you know I just want to say I
You're an
I-
idiot?
That's my
I
bad.
understand, Rogar. It's okay.
I yes.
Well, you're dealing with a lot of things. You have a lot of pressures on you. I understand.
And yes, exactly. And I mean that's what I wanted to say is
He reaches out
appreciate-
and touches your cheek and he says, we can proceed at your pace. It's all right.
okay. All right. I appreciate that. What I want to okay. I think
You gotta
that you are
stop looking all
wonderful.
guilty at me though, Rogar.
I'm not, I just feel
You
you
feel
have
what you
spent so
feel,
much
and
time
there's-
with me, and I appreciate that. And I know that you're a druid, and so you are about life, the life of nature, and I'm a cleric, and I'm about life, and so I know that's great, and we have that in common.
He looks up at the sky. Yeah, I suppose that's true.
And I know that you've been staying close with me and keeping close watch over me, and I feel like maybe that's because of the bogglewomps that you know that when you laid
Think
your
I'm
hands on
staying
me,
close to you because of the bogglewomps?
well, or that's what I hope, because if
Or do you think the bogglewomps are because I'm staying close to you?
I don't know. When you laid your when you banished the bogglewomps, so you have
did.
some power that I do not.
I did nothing of the sort, Rogar. You banished the bogglewomp. I was
But
just there.
I felt it go through me. I felt your like this light and this sense of like love flow through me, and I'm what I imagine like what kind of like Sharindlar's love flowing through me, and so I assume that it was your goddess or nature or something flowing through me, because I mean, why
He reaches out and he touches your mouth to make you be quiet. Can I tell you a secret, Rogar?
I am good at keeping secrets.
Nature is a lot more violent than you seem to think it is.
Nice.
Mood shift.
Well, maybe not. Maybe not violent, but more assertive.
Is that here's
Life is a
Like-
messy thing, Rogar.
I know.
You gotta be
counsel
accustomed to a
people
little
on
bit
this
of
all the
mess in
time.
your life.
I agree.
I, for instance, am a huge mess.
I've noticed that a bit. And
You've met the rest of my family, right?
and it is very much the
Artemisia's
opposite.
never messy.
very much the opposite of what I was raised with. A lot of very much order and ritual, and so that we're very opposite in that way. But what I'm worried that you're trying to say is that well, if you're a druid and you're to heal nature, that maybe the reason that you are paying so much attention to me and helping me is because my nature is
Really cute.
bro. Yeah, okay,
Really lovable.
okay.
Really adorable.
Yeah.
Worthy of love and affection. Stop it, you big idiot. And he hugs you.
Aw.
Oh,
It's okay. You can be sad. It's all right.
okay.
As
I
long as you
hug
get over
back.
it, because this is going to be embarrassing. People are
Okay.
going to think we broke up when we're not even together yet.
Yeah. Okay.
You do want to get together, right? I haven't totally misread the situation. It's okay. Baby steps.
That would mean giving up a lot. It's very scary. And but it has crossed my mind.
All right. Well, let's just try the holding hands thing because that seemed to work out pretty well.
Yeah, that's nice. Like that.
Or the holding each other's bodies thing. That works too. Like you feel really nice, and I don't really want to let go of you. So we're just can
Okay.
we just stand here for another minute?
That would be very good. I don't think I'm ready to face the others yet.
Yeah, me neither.
Thank you, Ruin.
Thank you, Rogar.
He's so
Oh my God, you're
merciless.
so warm. All right. Back with the rest of the group. So Rogar and Ruin are gone for a while. Sturge, you have recovered from being possessed by the sword. Scaresair is watching you warily. Stong, you're catching up with Nala. Apparently, she and Scaresair have decided that they are going to become sellswords, and this is one of their first jobs.
Oh, I love it.
What about
I-
the kids?
Yeah, I promise her that I'll always, help take care of her kids.
You
Kids.
have to get like
hire
a multi-baby
Nala's
Bjorn.
kids.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I
multi-baby
thought you were talking
Bjorn.
about Scaresair's kids.
She's
Her
like,
eggs.
Nala says, no.
Care of?
That's not really necessary. Kiko is doing that. She is our manager.
Oh, Kiko's your manager. Oh,
Right. She needed a new job, I think. And Scaresair persuaded her to become our manager. She's very persuasive.
Well, that sounds like an awesome setup you've got. Well,
Yeah.
let me know if you ever go on a job and you need another helping hand or 5.
There is something I'd like from you, though.
Oh,
She produces from one of the pockets on her wheelchair a document which she unfolds, and it looks vaguely familiar to you. You're not really sure where you've seen it before until you see your own signature at the bottom of it.
oh, how'd you
She
get
says, "This is the charter, and Scaresair and I would like to join the Westgate Irregulars if you'd sponsor us."
that? Of course, but can I
Apparently, Kiko tells us that we need to be an official part of a charter in order to legally operate as sellswords in Westgate.
I love that people care about this law in Westgate.
Yeah, this law is the one law that they try to follow, huh?
How can I legally murder people?
Yeah. Let me just pass it by the other regulars, and I'm sure they'll be fine with it. And I
well,
will
if that's
be
what you
happy to
like.
sponsor you.
Mhm.
can I give you a gift of some sort to help celebrate this momentous occasion?
If you like, you could calm Scarecer down. She gets a little edgy.
I kind of lean towards Nala, and hopefully Scarecer doesn't hear. And Stong says, "I don't think anybody can calm Scarecer down."
I don't know. She does talk about you sometimes. Something
Could
about
work off
eggs.
a little energy.
Oh my.
I think
I don't know.
that-
It's unclear. Maybe she wants to make you eggs. Maybe she wants you to make her eggs. I'm not
I
sure.
don't know anybody in this party is ever eating eggs again after last.
Yeah. Stong says, "Okay, I'll think about this." And he looks at Mirabelle, and he and Mirabelle like whisper to each other like closely
Mhm.
for a moment, and then she nods, and he puts her in Nala's arms, and he walks over
Nala's
to
like,
Scarecer.
oh, I missed this cute one. She
She missed
rocks
you too.
Mirabelle back and forth.
So he's gonna walk over to Scarecer, and he's gonna say,
There you are.
"Hello. Thanks for not killing my friend. He's kind of a pain, I know, but he meant well."
Yes, well, it
He's
was our
our
bargain
pain.
that we made.
So
You passed up me doing that thing that you like.
yeah,
You must really care about your friend.
I do. I really care about all my friends. And I think I've heard that you also, I wasn't sure how much you cared about me, but I've heard that you care about me quite a bit. So
She just stares at you.
we kind of went on like this date that you told me that you wanted to have, but you were possessed during it, so maybe we could go on an actual date.
What is an actual date?
Maybe you and I go into some dungeon and slay some arbitrarily evil monsters.
What does evil mean?
How about you and I can look
Is that
at
like red? Are they like red monsters? Or is it more like frightening? Are they frightening monsters? I'm not
No.
familiar with the word.
those have harmed the people of this region.
So like monsters.
Monsters. Like some bullets.
Bullets. I'm familiar with this creature.
They
I
smashed
had a
our
bullet.
wagon.
I had a bullet rug back at my home.
Yeah, and I'll bring a nice picnic meal, and we just make a day of it.
Good. I am
Okay.
laying my eggs tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So it will have to be tomorrow.
Oh my
Okay.
In fact, she
I think
puts
she's
her
trying to
hand
define the
down on
relationship
her
right here.
stomach. She's like, come with me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Is Sturge aware of this conversation?
You're right there. It's just
Not like Scare's just
happening.
being quiet about it.
Oh my goodness.
Gonna be your
Mm.
baby daddy.
Look, Scarecer, I'm already a dad to one amazing little girl. And
What does that word mean?
dad?
Yes.
Girl?
Dad. Is it like dead?
No, it's like
Because you do seem to be alive, despite
Mhm.
I am alive.
your terrible, terrible fortune.
Yeah. So, I had to spend a lot of time protecting her and raising her, and then being with the rest of the irregulars. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do this egg thing, because I guess I don't even understand how much responsibility or what it is that I'm really getting into here. How about let's go on this date and we'll take it slow.
So I was gonna say Cecilia is coming to look for you, and at some point she might interrupt. If you give her the sign, I might be standing in the doorway listening to this. Like,
Make persuasion checks.
I need Stong to let me know that he's doing that though.
Okay. Let's see where this persuasion goes. That was gonna be a 6. Well,
No,
okay.
no.
Maybe I'd bring some nice pineapples as part of our picnic lunch. I've always heard you really liked
Cecilia,
pineapples.
you hear the word
Hey.
pineapples.
Stong, I need to talk to you now
Okay.
about leaving.
Scarecrow grabs your arm as you're walking away. Do not shirk your duty to me, Stong Macduck. We have a pact, you and I.
Tell me more about this later during our picnic lunch tomorrow.
Huh.
But I make
He
no
walks off.
promises. Okay.
What was that?
Romance across different cultures is quite a learning experience sometimes. Although I'm not sure.
Seem like a lesson I want to learn.
I'm not sure what I really learned there, but something. I
You
learned she
want
had
me to
eggs.
kill her for you?
No, she didn't kill you. You didn't kill Sturge. Where'd you come from?
Private conversation.
Yeah, Serge just appeared.
As he is wont to do.
Yeah,
Nobody expects the Sturge Inquisition.
Thank you for bailing
the
me out.
Sturgish
Cecilia.
Inquisition.
Thanks for saving my
You're
pineapple.
welcome. She kind of looks at Sturge.
I was only being ironic because that's the sort of thing Scarecrow says. This person is your friend? Do you want me to kill them for? Really?
Nala, who
Okay.
had wheeled up beside you, was like, that sounds just like her.
Well, I am an actor.
Why don't you guys compare Scarecrow impersonations? I have to ask Stong a question and like pull him a little further down.
Actually, that sounds really fun. So we're gonna do.
But Sturge, and she's like, so what's going on with those two?
Fertilize my eggs.
Oh. You know, she really does lay eggs, right?
How is that
I
even
wonder-
gonna work? Okay, I don't want to know. I want to be surprised. No,
Frogging.
I don't.
Like gelatinous, blobby.
Ah, you don't eat eggs, do you, Sturge? I never liked eating eggs, Nala says.
Of course, I like.
Eating a chicken's placenta. It's weird.
Ew. Ew.
Well, there are many people who eat the placenta as a delicate
Okay,
after
this
birth.
is the point where Cecilia
Right?
is
That's
going to
weird.
start
Let's throw X
talking.
card. Let's throw
All
up
right.
some X card on this
We're
one.
done. We're done. Yeah.
Just
All right.
feel like everybody is thinking we're gonna leave soon, although nobody can figure out where Rogar went, so maybe we'll be here longer.
Yeah.
But you feel really.
Randy, you want Rogar to come back?
Do I want him to
I
come
think
back?
this is while that's happening, but I don't know.
More or less. More or less.
I feel like I just feel like we shouldn't leave with. I mean, what did Kayla say? She was coming back. Does she want our help?
No, not at all. She said that she was handling something on her own and that we shouldn't pursue her in any way.
It doesn't.
Hmm.
It doesn't feel right to let her just, go and
Maybe we should return to Westgate and see. if
Rogar,
she
where
has
did you come from?
Oh, my goodness.
I come
Rowan
around the
right
corner
there.
holding Rowan's hand.
Oh my god.
Rowan's
No
head?
privacy anywhere.
Kind of don't know about her coming back like she is. That's not, I'm gonna go. I'm
Can Ston roll an insight and see if Cecilia is actually wanting to talk or
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
21?
And then I'll have Aaron determine how successful you are.
Did you say you have a
based on-
21?
I rolled a 21. What does
Yes.
Stong see?
Cecilia is trying to tell you something and she doesn't want to talk about it in front
So you, yeah,
Okay.
you can tell him as much as you want. If that'll do it. That's good.
I think that's true. I think that Song knows Cecilia well enough to get that vibe.
Okay.
And so she's just gonna be like, I'm gonna go, and kind of extricate herself.
So he's gonna follow her, and then he is going to say, "Wait, if we take that booth over in the corner, I can drop a silence spell, and then nothing that we talk about will go past a certain distance." I
He's-
kind of feel like you.
Maribel
actually-
goes
kind
like
of-
this.
She's gonna look at Maribel and kind of calculate, like, should just say things in front of children.
I
But
mean,
she's just gonna kind of nod, like she needs to like get something off her chest.
And he's easy.
Mirabelle, this seems to be like, why don't you go play with Aunt Nala for a moment? And so,
Oh, you did leave her with Nala.
Yeah.
didn't you?
yeah.
Yeah, she's still there with Nala. And she's reaching for Sturge's big nose.
Mm. This is so-
Built-in baby toy.
Oh, man.
So like Cecilia is very much like kind of a ball of nervous energy.
Okay.
She's and she says like I don't want Caliph to leave. Don't want her to come back. And I don't know what to do about it. Do you think she's gonna fix it? Do we have to deal with that again?
So what you're telling me is, you feel like her current state is a problem, and you don't want her to be like that? Because it feels
I mean-
like she's pursuing who she wants to be.
Yeah, but so when I look at her, it's like my brain starts to unravel and I'm not here anymore. And I'm back out in the frozen and I really don't like it, Stong. And I don't know what to do about that. Because I don't want to lose Caliph. I can't be here if she looks like that.
Yeah, so Stong remembers back to way back in Westgate, and I think it was like the pitched battle between it's like two groups, but with the
We're down in the
crypt.
Yeah.
crypt of the Vamos crypt.
Yeah, the Vamos crypt. And I think he like starts connecting some dots, and he says, "Oh, that is really, really hard. I'm not sure where your fear of the undead came from. Is there any way that Caliph could help you through this? Because
I don't
Okay.
know. I mean, I don't know. That's the worst part of it. She knows what this feels like. I mean, no, I didn't say that. I'm not supposed to say that. I don't know. Maybe this is a problem for the future. Maybe you don't need to worry about this right now. And I am really worried that we're gonna go back and my dad's gonna be there because that kind of lied. I do think he might be coming. I don't know what that's gonna be like. I don't want to go. I don't want to go back to Westgate right now. And I don't think we
Dude.
can stay here.
want us to go somewhere else instead of Westgate? Do you want to avoid Westgate? Do you want to chase down that big spaceship and fly away to another plane?
No, I don't want to go to the Mind Flayer world and chase the thing. I don't know. I don't know what. I mean, I haven't talked to him in so long, and it may not matter. Maybe he won't be there. Maybe that won't happen. I'm not a mind reader. That's Sturge's job, I think. I don't actually know what Sturge's thing does.
I guess Stong will say, no matter how Caliph wings might change, underneath it all, she's still Caliph, which is slightly worrying sometimes, given the nature of Caliph. But I still would like to believe that she cares about us, and maybe you can help get through to her and bring her back to us. Maybe she didn't think about your feelings in this case. I'd rather believe that than feel like she knew about it and just completely did not care.
I don't think she did. I don't think she was thinking. I mean, that would be bonkers. Um, yeah.
About your dad, that is like, I guess the only thing I could say is, remember I made you that promise that I would believe you anytime in the future when you told me something. Is this that thing?
No, this is not that thing. That's
Okay. Sometimes I understand parents aren't good for their children. Is this one of those times? I promise I will help keep an eye on you if we do end up going back to Westgate. And if you do face your father, you will not be facing him alone. I'm sure I'm not alone when I say that.
Thanks. I gotta go get some air before we go. 'Cause
Like I offered Artemisia, if having a baby out of wedlock would impress your father, you could borrow Mirabelle.
yeah, I'm gonna guarantee that's not gonna work.
The
Okay.
demon baby.
But at any time, change your mind.
You're a good friend.
I'm always here for
A
you.
good friend. Yeah. So Cecilia is kind of like, that was as much vulnerable in that chunk as she can manage, and she kind of scoots out. To go kind of loiter by the gate and wait for you guys, I guess.
Yeah, I guess
Cool.
Stong hasn't seen. I mean, he's seen Cecilia vulnerable, but like he's trying to like digest this and process it with everything else that he understands about her. As he's like, they've been together for a while, and she's mentioning stuff that he hasn't heard before, so he's trying to piece it together.
Well, you listened to her last time, so
So, Cecilia, you go to loiter by the gate, anxious to be out of this place.
also not to leave at the same time. Both things. Don't want to leave. Don't wanna leave.
What are we going to use Scarcer to tell her, or are we traveling?
I mean,
I assume we were traveling because we had to get to Red and Sear for.
Scarcer appears and very loudly announces, "I must rest now.
Okay.
I can teleport you back to the city after my rest. If you wish, I will see you." And then she heads into one of the buildings, and the dwarves are like, "But this is my house." And Nala looks over at you and she says, "Well, if you're gonna leave without her, now's the time."
well,
Oh,
Stong.
Nala. So good. I don't feel right skipping out on her, but
Just
I
don't
can-
worry, I'm sure she'll find you eventually.
Right? Like, this is more of a respite than a closure.
She pats Stong on the arm. "You gotta play hard to get, Stong. Just a little bit. Like, make her work for it."
I mean, work is one thing, but I feel like I'm gonna be hunted.
I'm
So-
sure that's an exaggeration. Did you sign the charter for us?
That's what I was going to ask everybody before we leave. I explained the situation to the rest of the irregulars and asked if it's all right to add them.
Artemisia has no objections.
Certainly not for Nola. I don't mind. Scarcer is a bit volatile. I'm a little bit worried that she may not uphold the higher standards of the charter.
The honor and good name of the Westgate Irregulars.
The honor and good name of the
Narcy
Westgate
says
Irregulars.
sarcastically.
Yeah, tell that to
man.
Scarcer's face.
I would not. I would not vote for Scarcer. No.
She says, "Oh, do you need a patron?" She says to Nala, and Nala says, "Well, kind of." And she says, "You know, I'm a patron member of the charter." And Nala's like, "Oh, that's amazing." And Narcy says, "Yeah." And then they start talking.
You know.
Oh, I thought Narcy was just like, fun fact, I can sign you on.
Oh,
That's it.
I mean, they've done
I'm glad
less.
she's nicer than that.
Oh, you're
Scarcer's
gonna
really helped us.
get Stong to sponsor you onto the charter, and then they both look at Stong like
I'd like
big eyes.
to-
Again, I have no problem with Nala. I don't think any of us have a problem with Nala.
No one has a problem with Nala.
So
and then Mirabelle looks at Stong with the big eyes.
It's not Stong's decision. It's all of our decision.
Yeah, but they're still looking at Stong with big eyes.
So,
guys,
so great DM. What is the charter of the Westgate Irregulars?
Oh, I could read through it, but maybe
Yeah.
what I'll do is I'll post it on the
yeah,
website.
look
Yeah,
on
that'd
the
be cool.
website.
Mhm.
So this is like
I mean,
paper
but just
you
like in
sign
summary, like
to
what
be
is-
official adventurers.
Oh,
under
it's
this
very
particular group.
complicated, but generally
Okay.
so that you join the company and you are legally allowed to be adventurers out of Westgate. And there are certain bylaws like not killing other members and things like that.
Well, maybe,
Actually,
okay.
that is a
Let's
very
get Scarcer
important.
to join the charter. 'cause then she
Yeah,
cannot
yeah.
kill.
Has she agreed to abide by it? Because if so, like, let's do it.
Problem solved.
Nala says, "Well, she does seem to be very driven to uphold agreements that she signs on to.
Aye.
It's very
Like she's been very forward and very driven about that pact that you apparently made with her to fertilize her. You know what I'm talking about.
I mean, she's lawful. I can't, blame her for that.
So this might be," she taps on the charter, "how you protect yourself."
Sturge would appreciate that
Mm.
after being dragged across the ceiling by her.
Narcy says,
Yeah.
using codes of honor against honorable people. She nudges Sturge. Hey?
You're being very non-responsive, Sturge, are you?
Sturge is pissed at her.
Yeah.
Sturge is thinking about whether or not he could stick the lotus poison dagger in her.
Are you talking
Okay.
about Scarcer that you're pissed at?
Oh
Or are
yes,
you talking about one of the
Oh,
other?
wow.
that's Scarcer.
I thought it was Nala, and I was like, what
Yeah, I
did
was
Nala
like,
do
what
to you?
Nala?
Well, at the same
All right,
time,
if it's you or Nala, we all side with Nala.
Oh,
No, don't make us choose
What?
though, because we do like Nala.
if you put Scarcer on the charter, that might make it harder for Sturge to legally assassinate her.
Oh no, it won't be
Sturge care about-
assassinated.
He's like, it wouldn't
So-
really make
I
it
was like,
more
does Sturge
difficult.
care about legal versus illegal assassination?
Yeah.
I feel this is splitting hairs for you.
It depends. Depends.
I mean, maybe she could give us a cut of their earnings until you feel better. I don't know.
Oh, you want a
Mm.
cut?
No,
Hmm.
that was Yang Yang, not Stong. I don't know. I'm talking out of curiosity.
Are you talking to Sturge?
Okay, so Stong's gonna go over to Sturge and he's gonna say, okay, buddy, I'm sorry about what happened to you.
Is this something you want?
I feel like she's a good soul deep down. She's got her
What?
way.
Are you thinking? I'm sorry. Don't tell me about good souls. Is this what you want?
But, people kind of question you the same way. And I feel like
Do you question whether I have a good soul?
I don't.
Okay. Well then,
And people have also questioned Caliph in the past. And, I feel like giving the benefit of the doubt has reaped a lot of good for you, good for her.
we have spent much time together, and the trust we have is earned. I have not spent enough time with Scarcer to see anything but disagreeable traits, in my estimation. But I'm trying to cut to the chase here. If you want her to be part of the charter, I will honor your desire.
And I feel like Shay's voice is speaking to me from the chat, saying, reminding us that she wouldn't have to be part of our group if she was part of the charter, because there are other groups within.
Yeah, I was thinking it as like Sturge just didn't want to be her coworker, basically, because it meant that he would have to see her, more frequently.
Yeah, don't date in the office.
So, I guess what Stan will say is, to be frank, because Frank would be very straightforward.
He is very.
Yes, very straightforward orc. I think being part of the irregular and being around my good friend Nala would do Scaresair a world of good. So yes.
You think she's going to change?
I hope so. I'd like to give her the opportunity. And I'm not sure if she needs to change a lot, but just get some more worldview. Eat some dumplings in the various shops in the various towns.
Not tailless horse.
Not tailless horse,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, make that real clear to her, though.
I think
Sorry, Cecilia's
that's
voice
true.
says in your brain because I'm not there.
I think once she's been to a couple macaroon shops and had some tea, on the waterfront, I think you might be right. That really might be transformational for her.
I think that she's done a lot for us, and she's sacrificed. And then he points at the limbs, a lot more. And we've kind of collapsed parts of two towns, and I just feel like we can't really point the finger at her that strong. I'm sorry that she did what she did to you, but
again, you want her to be part of the charter. I'm happy to let her in your name.
Okay. Would you feel better if the two of you dueled for it?
No, my only chance in a duel would be terminal for her, and I don't wish to kill her for your sake.
Is there any other challenge you would like to present her before she can enter?
No.
Dance off.
All right. I think
We're
it's time to
getting raided.
sign. Oh, welcome. Welcome, Raiders.
Woo!
Welcome, Raiders.
I assume that you started telling Cecilia this and she signed it without reading what it was. Because that seems on brand.
Like she just signed it and then walked off. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I wondered if you would sign. She's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, Nala apparently needed 3 signatures. So Celia was 1. Stong is theoretically another one.
Yep.
Does Sturge sign?
No.
No. Okay.
But Rogar will sign.
Insane.
Rogar will sign. Okay. Ruin nods, and then he says, "I'll be right back." And he lifts Rogar's hand up to his lips, and then he walks away.
Oh, when
Okay.
did that happen?
Nala looks at Stong like, "Really?" Ruin goes over and finds Artemisia, in fact. He says, "Oh, sister.
Do you have time now? Or, I mean, I don't need to, disturb you, because, I mean,
Oh,
it was kind of a stupid idea anyway, so.
No. I'm looking forward to it, actually. And yeah, midnight. We'll be back on the road, I think. I think our sister really wants to leave, so...
You're going to try turning into wolves? Oh, sorry. Did I spoil it?
So yeah, at midnight, we'll see about turning you into a wolf. Oh, I'm so excited.
I mean, well, it's not necessary, but Sure. Yes.
Artemisia. Of course it's necessary.
I'm just excited. Sorry.
Well, okay, I'll try, but don't be disappointed if it doesn't work.
You hear Sarshan speak from behind you. Who's turning into wolves?
Uh, um,
Ruin is like, Artemisia's turning into a wolf. And Sarshan's like, oh.
and
that's fitting.
Cecilia has to try it too.
Well, obviously, Cecilia can turn into a wolf, Ruin says.
Oh, well,
And Sarshan
yeah.
says, well, I don't know if she has for quite some time. Ruin says, it's like,
Are,
it's like riding a warg. Once you learn how to do it, you better continue doing it or you're going to fall off and get eaten.
Oh no.
are we
No
all in
one
the
invited me.
same room here while they're talking about?
Oh, no, they're off
Oh, okay.
a ways. And Sarshan says, oh, well, I better go give Cecilia the good news. Make sure that she's on board with this plan. Ruin looks at Artemisia.
Well, I mean, don't bother her. Don't worry about it. It was.
Oh,
just
I'm sure
like
she
a
won't be
thought.
bothered. And then he runs off.
And
Ruin's
what
like,
happens with Sarshan.
I think I said too much. So I think
Sarshan can find her
Rogar
now.
and I are together.
Congratulations.
I know, right? Finally. He's really adorable. I'm not going to screw him up, am I? I really hope not.
'Cause I already told you. It would mess you up.
I mean, I'm not the one who can give advice about that sort of thing. So
What? You date so many guys.
I mean, fair.
I do, but it's not like
I've only dated like one,
long term.
and he's an idiot. He points after Sarshan.
When I think he's interested elsewhere anyway.
What?
So look,
Wait.
distraction.
What? All right, Cecilia by the gate.
No. Oh no.
Sarshan shows up. He's like, I had something to, oh, hello.
Hi.
Are you all right?
No.
Oh, he looks
No.
around. Just him.
You're stuck with this one, buddy. No, she doesn't say that. I think Cecilia would be kind of torn because she is very used to telling Sarshan to bug off.
Yeah, he
she's
looks hesitant, like he's expecting
bubbling.
you to tell him that.
She's like bubbling with stress, and like also Sarshan's been really like honest with her lately. It like a lot, like way too much. And she kind of feels bad telling him nothing's wrong. She's like, I don't want to go back to Westgate. I kind of lied before. I think I'm definitely going to be there. And this time she pulls out the letter, I think, and she points to the sigils that are on the bottom. She's like, this is him. He put this here.
Those are your father's sigils?
You can tell because, like, see, the Witchler drew a line to say nobody else's notes, and he wrote right on top of it. He doesn't care. Does not care. Who knows?
You don't want to face him.
No, I don't. I really don't. I spent a lot of time trying to get away and not face him anymore, and I want to leave. If I ran away, would you come with me?
Of course.
I mean, just hypothetically. I'm not saying.
Oh, of course. Just hypothetically. Of course.
Yeah.
Does Sarshan know what hypothetically means?
Corollary. What does hypothetically mean? Does it mean
mean-
tomorrow? Does it mean right now?
It doesn't mean right now. It
Because
I
if
just,
you
I
go,
was just,
will
it's
go
just
with
a
you.
question. It's just, thank you.
Yes.
I don't, he's not somebody you talk to. It's not something where you can say, just, no, I don't want to talk to you. Go away.
Sarshan reaches up and starts untying his cloak,
What are you doing?
and then he holds it out to you.
Oh,
It's cold.
I just want an easy answer.
I have never found an easy answer. Not a lasting one, anyway.
Being right. It'll get better when you're not.
To be fair,
Dude,
that
I think
does
actually-
happen frequently.
I think when Cynthia says that, she's crying. She's not laughing at herself. Just like,
Right. He kind of like reaches around and pats her on the shoulder. Like he'll kind of
just-
like half hug her, but like
she'll let
it's
him
up
hug
to
her.
her. So
I think she might even lean into it.
oh,
That's
okay.
where she's at right
Yeah, Sarshan comforts Cecilia.
I just imagine though, like him then like thinking the right thing to do is like to lick her cheek because he's like a wolf.
Don't tell him I
And-
did. Oh, actually, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Suddenly,
He kind of like buries his nose in her hair and just kind of like breathes.
you're doing a wolf thing again, aren't you?
He's like, it's kind of a wolf thing. Is it bothering you?
Oh my god. And she kind of pulls away. She's like, "You could show me. You could show me how to turn into a wolf, because he doesn't know I can do that. He doesn't know what I look like. I'll just turn into a wolf.
He
I'll just
leans
turn a
away.
wolf."
He leans away from you, holding your shoulders. He says, "That's what I came to tell you about.
What?
We came full circle." We're all
I'm
going to
very
turn
nervous.
into wolves.
Wait, like everybody?
In the chat, Shay asked the question, is he still shirtless? And the answer is yes.
Is Sarshan ever not shirtless?
No.
Like shirtless, shoeless, possibly pantsless. That
He's the
seems
Matthew
accurate.
Does have pants.
He's
You
the
have,
Matthew McConaughey.
appreciate
you have
that.
domesticated him to the point where he has pants. Anyway, he holds you at arm's length and he says, we're all going to turn into wolves. And then that's all the time we have for tonight. So thank you for finishing up the session. The brave Westgate Irregulars are sallying forth from the Dwarven outpost before Scarecer wakes up.
Run away!
So I have been your DM, Eric Scott DeBee. Thank you for coming along with us on this journey. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Really appreciate it. Take it away, Aaron.
Aaron M. Evans. Check out our sponsors, Idle Champions, at idlechampions.com, and wish them a happy 3rd anniversary!
Woo! Idle Champions. All right.
I'm Rhiannon Held. Thank you tonight to our moderators, Seldering and Shay.
Hi, I'm Yang Wang. Check out the charities that we support. You can look at them at the links below, right below our Twitch stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, go to our Twitch page and check them out.
I'm Stephen Merlino. You can also find our past videos on our YouTube channel linked on our Twitch page below. Be sure to click the subscribe to support us and the bell to get notified as we add new content.
All right, and of course, thank you most of all to you, our viewers, and I forgot the other thing, but
Website?
Something about
well,
the
that's the website. But then there, oh yeah, and thank you, of course, to everybody who subscribed on Twitch and or gave us bits. You know, we do it for love, but the money helps pays the bills. So, yeah, check us out on our website. We got a ton of great bonus material. All of this stuff about Cecilia's father that she's talking about, that little letter she held up, you can go check it out on the website. Get some pretty details. And Artemisia wrote some lists, and Sturge is journaling. So we got lots of great bonus material on the website. Go check it out. And until next time, stay scrawly.